they started making noise. So everybody, let's join Jesse Arnold and his buddy Curtis Akerman. Because when indulging in fine geekery, it's always best to bring a friend or two. Shooting the everybody loves shooting the Let's start shooting the shelf. You're gonna love it now. Let's start shooting the shelf. Just might make you say wow. Let's enjoy some fun conversation. We'll be shooting the shelf around the nation. Let's start shooting the shelf.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Curtis. Looks like the music perked you up just enough.
Little bit.
I thought I was almost over this stupid thing, and I woke up this morning and it felt like someone just like sprayed a swing pool of snot up my left nostril. So it's fun, whatever this crap is. So, how are you?
Good. I actually got to paint for the first time in like a month today, hanging out with some of the folks at the studio. Also went out with my daughter and Darla this morning, had a nice breakfast, did some shopping. So yeah, it was a good day.
Very nice.
Yeah. We went to Michael's and I saw some stuff that kind of inspired me to create too while I was there. Like they had some Halloween stuff out, and they had this one. Well, actually, I got the picture. I could show it, but they had this like skeleton kind of in a top hat and a suit, and then another skeleton that had like this wig on and this like fancy like aristocrat dress type thing on. And I was like, well, we got bare bone skeletons. Like it'd be cool to like find just like 1/12 soft goods for like a suit and a dress, and like just make some fancy like 1800s skeletons or something. So I don't know that I'll ever do anything with it, but it was just nice to kind of walk around and look at stuff and go, hey, that's kind of cool. I like that. So
make some bougie bones.
Yeah, just
nice.
Just like kind of like I know I've talked to some dio makers where they're like they just look at the world a little bit differently, right? Like they drive by an old building or see a cobblestone street or something like that, and they start looking at it in ways of like, well, how could I create that? And so it was like that kind of moment for me where I'm just normally Michael's isn't like my favorite place to be. I'm like, nice. The girls like to see it, but I'm like, whatever. But I was walking around like, oh, that's cool. Ooh, what about that? Ooh, that's, so that's it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very cool. Well, hey, we don't have two guests on tonight. We have one, which I know that's your favorite part of the song, but we do have a lot of guests in the chat.
Actually, that's my second favorite part of the song. It's my second favorite part of the song.
I'm sorry.
My first favorite part of the song is when one guy goes, "Everybody loves." I love that. I don't know. He turns and he does the whole cup thing, and he's like shouting out to everybody because everybody loves shooting the shelf. Not just one person, not a few people, everybody. So, yeah.
Well, it must be true. It's in the song.
Yeah. So there you go. Well, I'm trying to pull up that photo. So if you want to maybe give the chat a whirl, what do you think?
All right, sure. I am not going to go through a complete biography on each person as we go through, but thank you all for being here. We got Steve from Articulated Times, Mark Crom 316, JMax 77, Kevin Boots, a member for 17 months. Thank you, Kevin. Brian Carr is here. Dub3. Wholesome Warlock with do you smell that? I do. It's Carlos. He smells good. Purple Heart.
I'm wearing my Carlos cologne tonight. So
yeah.
Here was that picture I was telling you about.
Oh, that is cool. I could totally see you doing that with Mythic
Like,
Customs.
wouldn't that be cool? Like, just to find some soft goods and dress up some graveyard skeletons and like that.
Yeah. Very dapper.
Yeah, I like that. You want me to take over so I can do the
Nope.
biographies?
We got Mike Casper. Blake,
Speaking
aka
of Mike
Recopy.
Casper, they've got 100 episodes coming up. Not this Tuesday, but next Tuesday, the 12th of August. 100 episodes of The Lair. Great job, guys.
About time. I mean, congratulations, fellas.
Mm.
Jay from Low Fidelity is here. Tanya McCoy.
She was in the
Stacy
studio today.
Lynn.
She was not.
TJ, I see you. I am TJ Williams is here. Darla Akerman, Curtis knows her. Jen, aka Lucky Sprinkles, is here. Benny Toros, what's up, Subaru BT? Cincy John, William Houston, Bill from Dorklair. Carver Customs is here, so that's 3 Lins.
Mm-hmm.
Studios, Faisal giving a shout out, salutations from Londinium. Rob Zamora, all in the dice. Kevin McCoy, did I say Kevin already? So that's both the
No,
McCoys.
you said Tanya, but he was also in the studio today.
Gaisegwe Echevarria, Jeremy Govier, Endless Fables, Douglas Tupper, Dave Orkin, Kevin Hamilton.
Hamilton.
I know you're dying to say it. There you go. Dirk from Dirk's Designs. And I think that is everyone that is currently in the chat. Thank you all for being here. And if you catch this on the replay, thanks for checking it out and hanging out with us tonight.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. Well, since I did that, why don't you do the introduction of our guest?
Well, before I do that, just gotta say,
okay.
I do know there's a certain person in our community. He is trying to get his YouTube to 1,000 subscribers. They did not do a show yesterday. He is spending the weekend with his son watching SummerSlam, but it's one Jonathan Hedgehog of Hedgehog Action YouTube fame. He takes you to the shows on the East Coast. He does the Saturday Day Live with the boys and does some amazing reviews. So if you haven't already checked out or subscribed to Hedgehog Action, check this out.
Hedgehog Action, the race to 1,000. Subscribe now, or get poked by a porcupine. Run, 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 run. Race to 1,000, subscribe to Hedgehog Action on YouTube. Eat shit, Sonic Hedgehog Action is faster. Eat to do every other hedgehog. Because Jonathan is the best to leave that gooey gooey goo.
Yeah, eat shit, Sonic. So, yeah. I think you're muted, Jesse. Or
I don't know how that happened.
There you go. But yeah, so Hedgehog Action. Also, our good friend Dub3 has acquired a Paladin Cleric from San Diego Comic-Con that he is putting up as a giveaway once Jonathan reaches 1,000 subscribers. You have to be subscribed to both that channel as well as Purple Gang Gang channel. And if you're subscribed to both, at 1,000 subscribers, he is giving away that Paladin Cleric. So I know those are going for big money on the aftermarket right now. People are excited for that figure. So check that out. I will also be putting together a care package for Jonathan. It'll be a customizing package with some brushes, a figure, some parts to go with it. And I think he's going to have some other prizes as well. So yeah, let's help get him to 1,000. I did see Kent Pool jumped in. Kent Pool collects and Dorklair as well. So welcome, guys.
I mentioned Dorklair.
Oh, okay. How about David Williams? Did you mention him?
I did not see David Williams. No.
Well, there he is. There he is.
Welcome.
Yeah. So how about Crom? Did you mention Mark?
I did. He was one of the first ones.
He was in the studio today too. So
awesome.
Yeah. All right. Well, time for our guest then.
I mean, unless you have something else you want to say.
Nope, we don't have two guests, but the one that we do have is badass. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a badass person. So,
and so are his reviews.
oh yeah, amazing. Yeah, totally badass. So
Hashtag trademark.
Dubs says we're 25 subscriber less for Jonathan.
Ooh,
So there you
getting
go.
close. Go do it.
Yeah.
If you're watching this now or later, go subscribe both channels.
Mm.
All right. Without further ado, let's bring on the guest of the hour tonight. We have Carlos Espino, aka the Badass Reviews, joining us all the way from Florida, I believe.
What's up, guys?
What's going on?
Thank you so much for having me here, man. Thank you so much. I'm really, really honored to be here in this show, man. I love it. And I love the intro.
I mean, I just appreciate you giving me the secret of the smell. It's an important thing. And, you know, I understand that not everybody can have the secret, but I appreciate you sharing the secret with me.
Actually, you and Van have the secret of the smell.
There you go.
but yeah, man. I mean, I really love that intro, guys. Like, really, really love it. It's awesome. It reminds me this song in some way, some parts reminds me that song from Willy Wonka when this girl, what's the name? One of the girls that fell into the hole with the squirrels. Veruca Salt.
Yeah. I can't remember the song, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that song reminds me a little bit. It is cool, man. I love it.
We must have got enough likes. Trevor's already here making jokes. So,
Dude, Trevor, what's up, man?
Speaking of Trevor, I've got
Trevor?
a How'd They Do That dropping with Trevor tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. For members, it's actually up now. So after this, you can go watch it.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. I'm
photography.
sitting here be in our show, and I get a notification as a member that a Trevor thing went live on your channel. I'm like, that two-timing bastard's dropping his own show while we're going live.
Well, I try to, because there's a thing on YouTube Studio where you can make it available early for members, but you got to remember to do it. You can't like schedule it. And so then like this was starting. I was like, oh shit, I forgot to make it available earlier today. So yeah.
Oh, you can schedule it.
Can you schedule the early and the other? Because it like the only thing I saw was like
you schedule it for members
when it goes to the regular.
Oh no. Sorry,
you can't schedule when it goes
immediate.
Yeah.
Right. No,
Yeah,
I apologize.
yeah.
I misunderstood.
Yeah, because like I recorded with that like 3 weeks ago. Like I didn't want to like play it then, but
folks, that's what we call a look behind the curtain.
There you go. But it's a fun one though. Like Trevor and I, we talked for a long time. He had some really good kind of insight on, photography and just like how, everyday bums like myself can take better pictures. And, so yeah, it's pretty nice. But yeah, shelf selections. We want to do those?
Yes, let's do those. Sure. So here at the top of the show, folks, we do I'm not going to do all of Curtis's stuff. You do your thing, man. I'm sorry.
You're fine, man. Do whatever you want. Yeah, we do a thing called shelf selections, which is where we found some things that inspired us. And I put Jesse kind of in a corner this week because I found a lot of them and I tried to wean some down. I want to first apologize to Cincy John. Cincy John had a photo last week. I wasn't sure what was going on. I liked it, but I wasn't sure. He did a new one, which I liked even better. And I was definitely going to pick that as a shelf selection, but I had way too many shelf selections and I had to narrow it down. So since it was still kind of the same thing as the week before, I had to trim that one for the list. But I did see it, Cincy John, and you did a great job. But yeah, here we go. So first off, really want to highlight this one. And folks, I want you to stop what you're doing right now. I normally tell you after the show, but stop what you're doing right now and go and follow this Instagram account. This is Brittany from the Cabal, a tiny craft girl on Instagram. Okay. And I first saw her painting and with the Mod Squad on Legion's Ladies Live on Saturday morning. And then started seeing some of her work popping up in the Cabal. And she is crushing it. I mean, absolutely crushing it. So it's a newer YouTube account that she has started just for her, kind of paint work. And I mean, these are just fantastic. I love the depth that she gets in the hair, like the shading and the highlights. The eyes are great. The skin tone is fantastic. I mean, she is just coming out of the gates firing and just really doing some great stuff. So, like I said, I want everybody to go and follow that account. I want to get that bumped up because I think when I followed it earlier this week, it was only like, double digit numbers, but we need to get more on that because she is fantastic.
Let's follow her right now.
Yeah. Jesse, thoughts on this one?
Go ahead. Let's see what Carlos has to say.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, let me tell you, like, especially the girl, the elf, the highlights around the nose, around the eyes and stuff like that. I mean, it looks incredible. It reminds me, I'm going to tell you right now, it reminds me one of the artists that I follow from Warhammer. The way the highlights work. Actually, the man too, like, I mean, but the girl especially reminds me one artist that I follow on Instagram that paint like miniatures, and it looks so awesome. I mean, it looks alive. It brings so much to the actual eyes. What she did with the whole face, the hair looks fantastic, but man, the highlights on the skin, they are on point.
So good. Jesse?
Yeah, I don't really have a lot more to add to that, but these are fantastic. I did just go follow that page. So I'll be checking out Brittany's stuff going forward. And this is really cool. I'm interested to see if there's like a full figure that these are going for, if she's just doing up the heads for now, but I'm looking forward to seeing where these go. Cause if this is early stages painting, like, watch out.
Yeah, I think she's only got like 20 something posts at this point. Like it's early on, at least for her Instagram account. And it's Brittany Johnson if you're looking in the Cabal. So that's her full name. And I did want to say though, I already told her this when she was on Mod Squad. A little disappointed I'm not seeing any paint on the thumbnail. Gotta use those thumbs for some painting. You gotta test some of the paint on there. That's how the cool kids do it. So that's it. That's the only critique I've got though. Jesse, nothing.
I'm not cool, so I can't comment on that. I get paint on my hands, but not because I intentionally put it there to test stuff out.
Gotcha.
I'm just a mess.
All right. Next one is also one of mine. This is a twofer. Between last Sunday and this Sunday, Nate took a couple awesome photos. The one on the left here is this is Corona 4, sorry, on Instagram, which is Nate Strong. The one on the left here, I think he had said something that it was like a challenge out there to like kind of do like your best work. Like what's the, like, just bring it. And he put together this Arethyr one, which I love, just like the flames coming up, like all of these hands. I don't know what those hands are or like what's going on down there, but it's like super creepy and cool. And then the one on the right is Strong Tower, which is from Mythic Bits, Chris Ferrone. And I guess he named this after Nate Strong. And it's like this huge, like, tower that you can kind of make in a bunch of different formations that Chris is putting together for Legions Con. And Nate did this awesome shot with it, with the, moon in the background and the, relic guard. That thing looks awesome. And Chris, I'm sure Chris is going to sell a bunch of those at Legions Con because they look great. So, Jesse?
I don't think Bring It is the right thing for the one on the left. It's already been brought in that picture. And those are his fans in the mosh pit holding him up with a piece of like slate or something so he doesn't fall in the lava. Not that he would need to. They're just willing to sacrifice themselves so he doesn't get any lava on his boots. No, these are both awesome. I love the contrast in tones, even though they weren't necessarily meant to go together. Like Hey, Trevor, look out! I think Nate should do his own Mythic calendar next year.
Yeah. I would buy.
No,
I mean, you
I would
need
get
multiple
both of them.
calendars. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and the tower, I love that you've got the artificial, not the artificial, but you've got like the flame light coming out of the tower, just like highlighting that edge, and on the outside, it's all like that moonlight and that cooler tone and everything. I just think those are really, really cool.
Yeah, and just with the relic guard, like, is this the place? Is this the place that they're guarding the relic? Like that, I don't know. It's just kind of cool. Carlos, thoughts on these?
Man, I really like it. I mean, the one I saw the one on the tower. That was this week or last week. I don't remember. I think it was this or last week.
Yeah, both of these were this week.
Yeah, and that one was I mean, what I like about that one is like the lighting, how he plays with the lighting, being in a really cold environment, especially at night, and all the blues and the whites on the lights, like given the contour of the figure and the tower, they're like really cool. Using the background, I don't know if he's using maybe like a monitor or not, but I mean, it looks fantastic. That one looks really, really, really good. And the fire one, I mean, with air theory, I mean, what I can tell you, I mean, all the fire effects, I mean, it's really challenging because the figure is red already with like fire environment all around. Is kind of like hard to kind of like give him that depth, but he did perfectly. He did perfectly. I mean, it looks awesome. He's amazing. I mean, he's really, really good.
Curtis, I think you're muted. Oh, sorry. I
thought he was saying,
No, I just made a bad joke. I just said that it looks really talented for somebody that's from Michigan. So,
oh my God, dude.
Oh.
All right. Jesse's is next.
Are you trying to get everybody in Legion's Quest to like want to kill your character?
No, here's what I do, Jesse. I say something really nice about somebody, and then I don't want them to get too clingy, and so then I got to say something mean to push them back a little bit. So it's like, come in close, too close, get away.
Yeah,
that's
okay.
That's
I understand that because I use that when I'm like with my students at jiu-jitsu. I always tell them like, man, you did amazing, but you did so awesome, but you're really far away from me.
But from across the room, Darla goes, "Oh." Like she just had a epiphany of who I am, who she married.
Sometimes when you're that close, you just don't see the things that are obvious. It's okay, Darla.
Yeah,
it's
I love you. I love you. Bring it close. Bring it close. Okay, now get the hell away from me. All right. Sorry, Jesse. Go ahead.
Okay, so oh no, okay. Just so you know, Curtis, there is one that says follow, and I am following at least the person who did the photo. Maybe not everyone in the collab that is tagged. So just
Understood.
so you know, I took the picture twice to make sure because I was like, oh, I'm not following. I went and looked. I'm like, oh, I am. So, but this isn't the one. This is Pinsy Pix and Collaba Bunga, which is the first time I've said that out loud. That's really fun to say. I'm not sure. I mean, I know these are Mars Attacks figures. I'm not sure if they're the newer ones from Boss Fight or whoever made them. I don't know. I just thought this was a great picture. I love, the fire, the smoke coming out of the ones, the ones like falling over on the ground. And I just immediately hear the music from the movie and the whole act stuff. It's just flooding my mind with great memories. So awesome picture.
Carlos.
Man, I really love the effects. I mean, the effects on the weapon, the fire, man, the dioramas on the back. I love the actual like the little like ovnis on the top. I mean, it's really, really cool. It's really fun, a really fun shot, to be honest with you. Really, really cool. I love all the colors they're using. I mean, it is cool because that figure I believe is green, right? If I'm not wrong. And they're using a lot of orange for the fire and stuff. I mean, it looks chaos there. It looks awesome.
Yeah, it's a well put together shot with the, the different dio pieces and the way that it's set up. But it's also just a lot of fun. Like it just like you look at it, it's like, oh, this is fun. I like this. So it just captures that, like you're saying from the movie, or just that sense of, this is just ridiculous, but also amazing at the same time.
Humor.
Yeah,
It's fun.
yeah. Next one is one of mine. This is toy_lens. And like I said, I was trying to trim some of my photos because I had way too many photos this week, and I didn't want Jesse to like yell at me and throw me in the basement again. Because Instagram can only take 20 pictures, and one of them has to be a picture of us with our guest. One has to be the preview for next week, which only leaves 18 slots. And I was way over my quota. But this one had to make the cut because fuck, look at this. This is just fantastic. Like, I love, first off, I love winter stuff. So any kind of snow and outdoorsy stuff, I'm going to love anyhow. But just the way that he's got this fight set up, like you can see like the carnage that's been going on around them, like just knocking down and tearing up trees and stuff. And these two going at it is just super iconic. And I think he just nailed it. It just looks amazing. Carlos?
I mean, I shared that shot on my stories. I think he posed the way he actually did that shot with the dioramas, with the backdrop. I think it was a monitor, and he put like some like sprinkles there on for the snow, and then he added some effects on top. I mean, it is really, really good. I mean, that's a really good shot. The action, because one thing is like, okay, let's shoot like whatever you want to shoot, but to create that action, like the movement on the picture, on the photography, is kind of like hard, right? And not just like adding effects and stuff like that, but give you the vibe that you are actually in that environment. And I mean, it looks really good. That's one of my favorite like shots for this week. Like honestly, I shared that on my Instagram also.
Jesse?
I can't get over this picture. Excuse me, I'm about to sneeze it here at some point, but like you guys have all said, the composition. Excuse me.
I was gonna try
just know from the picture.
It's gonna try to invade you when it happened, but yeah.
I like the snow stuff is great, and the thing I like about this is like I know there's music to it, but like in my mind, if you're out in the woods when it's snowing like this, and if it's like a heavy snow, it's quiet. And I could just imagine like, Wolverine's, sneaking up on Sabretooth or vice versa. And just, the absolute quiet before this chaos happens. And just the pose, like, it looks like a page right out of a comic book that was pushed to life. This is, I can't say enough good things. And they don't look like figures. Like, I don't know if there was some fudging with effects afterwards, which is fine, or if it's just the way it was captured in the way that the seams are hidden. Whatever it is, it's a gorgeous shot, and I love it.
Yeah, for sure. Next one's one of Jesse's.
So this is from our friends over at Destination Stone. I apologize, I forget who is working on this. I think it was
this was Dwayne.
This is Dwayne. Okay.
I'm pretty sure it was Dwayne working on it for Stevie, because I mean, come on.
Yes.
That's Stevie hair right there.
Yes. I love the colors, and this is another another person that we've gotten to know over the last couple of years from Legion's Con, who's like just been dipping their toes into customizing this stuff, and I think he's doing a great job. I think the colors are great. I love that head. It's a Wolf King head. If you want to get it, go to wolfking toysandcustoms.com. Just thought I'd throw that out there real quick.
Nice.
And yeah, no. It's I like the asymmetry of the armored arm and the bear arm. I think that's always a fun look. And I like seeing stuff like this, where it's not like a finalized finished product of a, you know, like a stage photo, like complete opposite of the last one as far as process, but it's showing someone enjoying their toys, having fun with it, working on stuff, and you know, I think that's really cool.
Carlos?
I mean, like you said, it's mainly here what we've seen is like how talented the art, like, you know, like the armor looks incredible. I love the combination between like the purple on the lower part with the metal, the chainmail there, like underneath the knees, you know, like the arm, the bare arm with the other one with the armor, the greens here on the chest, you know, like, and actually the head is incredible. The head is incredible. And I love they decide to paint those eyes in green, you know. It gives like a totally different vibe, because most of the people will go, I believe, with other colors, but that green on the eyes kind of like work perfectly, especially combined with the crown that has like some purple and stuff like that. It looks incredible. And then the orange on the hair, I mean, it is cool. It is cool.
Yeah, I saw them post there. I saw Dwayne post this in the customizing studio, and before I even looked at who it was, like I was like, "Oh, it's Stevie." And I was like, and then I saw that it was him. I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. Like, she has that like really bright orange iconic hair, and like they're just such a fun couple anyway. Like they're just infectious. Yeah, I just love the fact that they're, you know, hanging out and having fun with their toys. So great job. Next one is one of mine. And this is from Dub3 himself, La Certa Photo on Instagram. He was showing a few of these in one of our group chats and kind of trying to pick the right one. And I think he picked the right one because they were all great. But I love this one that he got. You've got the little skeleton in the background that you can see that was in the cell. You know, they've got this guy like completely chained up to where, you know, at least they don't think he's going anywhere. And the use of the Armory Knights as guards is perfect. And that cell just looks awesome as well. And, you know, he just did a great job of putting this whole thing together. So he's been killing it lately. He's been doing some awesome stuff. He had another one that was, I think Gorthok, that was really good as well. But yeah, he's been doing great, which I mean, he should, because he's not sleeping at all. So if you're not going to sleep, you may as well get some great photos out. So if you're watching Dub, use your time wisely. So, Carlos.
Well, I love the framing, especially because every time I like most of the time I take my time to take a shot or something like that, I always try to frame the photo in a way that like doesn't look like, you know, like regular square or whatever, straight. Like I don't like that. I like more dynamic on the picture, and I like to look the picture like I'm hiding myself, trying to look at the action from an angle, and so I take the picture in a weird way or angle. So I like that. I like the depth there. I love the skeleton on the back. That tells a lot from the story. Like in the cell, you have that guy that was there for who knows how long, you know, and they put this guy there, and now they're like, okay, now you're gonna be like that guy too. So it tells a story, which is amazing. I love the props, to be honest with you. They're really, really cool. I don't know if the background with those like stones there, that wall is like I don't know if it's maybe like a monitor or maybe it's like a diorama piece, but I like how it looks. Like honestly, all the colors, the lighting, really, really good. Really, really good.
I don't know that I ever really see, I could be wrong, but I don't know that I ever see Dub using monitors really. He uses a lot of like actual dio pieces. So yeah.
So I got on eBay. Oh, cool. See, that's awesome. That's
Jesse?
awesome. Good tip there.
I echo everything you guys said. Of course, we got the Carvar Customs right there in the front, torches lighting
Yep.
up the place,
Never
which
heard of
really
them.
lets you see how filthy and decrepit that cage is.
Mm.
You know, it probably scared away quite a few insects or other critters that might not be enjoyable. But you know, Thwick, he doesn't seem to be too bothered. He seems like he's like, oh yeah, throw me in jail. I'll be out in a day. Kind of, you know, it's like Rocket get thrown into the prison in the first Guardians movie. Like,
It's funny
yeah.
that you went to a Marvel movie because I was thinking Thor Ragnarok at the beginning where he's talking
Oh,
to the
yeah.
skeleton,
Oh, remember?
right? Yeah. He's telling his whole little story, and that's how I
That
ended
was,
up here
that was so,
with you.
so
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah. So great job, Dub. Keep up the great work, but you need to get some sleep, buddy. All right. Next is one of Jesse's.
So this is Culls _ Cave, I believe. Yes. Obviously, I've really enjoyed the Fantastic Four movie. I thought Silver Surfer, the way they used Shalabal and just the graphics and the effects on her were phenomenal, and I just love this shot with, you know, the flame effect added and Johnny looking like he's actually on fire. I just thought, you know, there's not a lot in this picture, but I really like just that bright burst of color from the flames and just how she kind of almost blends into the background between the stone and the ground and everything. Is just makes me want to go see the movie again.
Carlos?
Well, I saw the movie yesterday, so I'm fresh. And I'm going to be honest with you. Like, I'm a huge Silver Surfer fan, actually Fantastic Four fan. And I really like the movie. I really like the movie. Most of the time when I'm going to watch a movie, I'm not like predisposed with stuff. Like, I always go blank and see what's going on. But this shot right here portrayed perfectly the action scenes for Shalabal in the movie. I mean, it was great. I don't want to spoil anything to anybody still because there may be people that didn't watch the movie yet. But man, those chase part when she was going after them and stuff like that. I mean, this photo right here is perfect for that. It's perfect.
I mean, even, and I'm not spoiling anything because it's in the trailer, but even like at the beginning where she's like doing the I Herald kind of speech.
Oh yeah.
I mean, chills, man.
She's badass, dude.
Yeah.
I just got goosebumps.
I have always felt like I've been able to enjoy Marvel movies more than DC movies because I was a DC fanboy growing up. So like for me, I've got certain things in my head that I expect from like a Batman movie or Superman movie or whatever. But with Marvel, I'm more open to things because I'm not attached to one character or one storyline or whatever. So I didn't really care about the Silver Surfer as far as like which version and this and that. I know some people that's like a huge thing and like they're really not happy of the type of Silver Surfer that they chose and stuff. But I thought it was amazing, man. I thought she did a kick-ass job, and I thought the role was good. Like I don't know that it would have worked as well with the other Silver Surfer, but I don't know. That's just me.
I mean, to me, like a fan, right? Like I'm a huge galactic Marvel Universe fan. Like everything, like power, cosmic, and stuff like that is my thing. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Like at the beginning, when I saw, oh man, they're using Shalabal. It's not that she wasn't in the comic as a Silver Surfer. She was at one point, but of course, you want to see your favorite character, right? My favorite character is Norrin Radd, and Norrin Radd is badass. I mean, he's pretty much one of the most powerful characters in comics, period. That's it. Like, I mean, people can kill me right now, but Superman doesn't have a chance against Silver Surfer. Like,
that's weird. Carlos having some technical difficulties.
Yeah,
I'm not sure what happened there.
I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. But the thing is, like
I agree.
The cool thing
It's weird. Carlos and Jesse are both having technical difficulties, folks. I'm sorry.
The cool part was like you said, I went blank on this movie,
Yeah.
and she was fantastic.
Yeah.
And the fact that she was the same girl from the Ozark,
Mhm.
I mean, she's such a great actress. Like, she's amazing. She's amazing. She's amazing. I mean, they kill it on that movie. That movie is so awesome, man. So awesome.
Yeah, I mean this so anyways, back to this shot, like I feel like this does capture her from the movie, like just the movements and stuff and
The action.
and yeah, and the action and I really like I keep telling myself I don't need a Silver Surfer figure, but I saw that one in the store and I'm like, man, it looks like for a Marvel Legend figure, it looks really freaking good. So yeah, but yeah, this is awesome. Coles _cave, great job. Keep up the great work. So
I gotta find that
next,
figure.
what's that now?
I gotta find that figure.
It's a really cool looking figure.
Yeah, it's right now hitting targets. Like around my area, I seen already 2 targets having them.
Yeah.
Nice.
This is from DC, which is better than Marvel. And this is Raven 0696.
I'm a DC guy. I'm a DC guy. Don't make me wrong. I'm a DC guy, and I love Superman. You see my shelf? I have more Superman figures than anything else.
And this is a bunch of the Mafex, Hush series figures. Man, I love Mafex so much. They do such a great job. And these figures look fantastic. And I love the way that this is all put together. You got like the crates there and everything, and just the way that it's set up to where it looks like a comic book cover. It's just done really well. The posing for each figure is spot on. Superman's a little bit higher, looking down, very intimidating. Batman with that jump. You got, Nightwing, Huntress in the front. Like, it just, everything about this looks right. Like, the characters are posed the way that you would expect each of these characters to be in action. It just looks fantastic. So great job, Carlos.
Man, you just say it. That's a cover for a comic book, period. That's it. Like, you just need the Justice League or something like that on top with the number, serial number or whatever. I mean, it looks fantastic. I mean, the shot, all man, that pose for Batman with the cape, especially because I know that Mafex Batman is a bitch to pose. That cape is horrible to pose, to be honest with you. I mean, it looks fantastic. It looks fantastic. It looks awesome. I mean, everything. And the fact that actually they use all the darker characters on one side and the blue characters on the other side, right? And then Batman has the combination between the two of them. So I don't know if he did that intentionally, and to have the bright colors on one side, the darker on the other one, and Batman in the middle, but it works perfectly.
And I'm also, I forgot to mention, but like, look how coiled up Catwoman is. Like, she looks like a cat. Like just the way that she's like kind of curled up or coiled up,
she looks
like
sexy,
ready to
man.
pounce. Yeah. Jesse.
I was thinking the same thing about the colors, that like every character has some bits of black and or blue on them. And I just thought that was really cool. I didn't catch the sides as much. I was just appreciating the colors. I love that pose on Batman, like the kind of drop shoulder and like the ab crunch going on there. They all, like you said, they all look like they're posed exactly like you would expect them to be from this art series or this Hush series. The cape, getting the capes and the soft goods to curl and flip like that, look like they're mid action, and the coil on Nightwing's batons, sticks. I don't know what they're technically called, but yeah, these are freaking great. These are the Hush figures I wish would have come out back in the late 90s, early 2000s, whenever that DC Direct stuff was coming out.
Yeah. All right. Next, one of Jesse's.
So this is geek.turtle. You definitely need to go follow this page if you are not, because there's always more to the story than just the shot that we show. There's usually like a whole scenario going on. This one is great. I think this was the first one, but I just really liked the position of, Sir Gideon on the horse, kind of the dusty palisade wall in the back and the smoke or whatever's going on. And just him just like mowing down these goblins or whatever these little guys are. I thought this was, what are you laughing at?
I'm just looking at the other pictures, and yeah, he's like got the goblins on his jousting stick like they're like a shish kebab. Like,
He creates
Called a lance. Hello.
yeah,
Man, he created a whole scenario for those
Yeah.
shots, and that's insane.
yeah. To Jesse's point, like he always sets up like these big elaborate setups, these big scenes. So it's not like, I know like just when I was talking with Trevor and that how they do that, we drop tomorrow. He's talking about how you really only need to set up like this tiny little spot that you're going to see in the photo, and that's all you have to worry about. You don't have to worry about all this other stuff going on around it. And this is, oh gosh, always forget this guy's name. It's Dean, right? Dean Wright. Dean Wright. I was saying
yeah.
Dean as in correct, right? But it's also Dean Wright.
Yes.
Wright's his last name.
Correct.
Yes.
So he totally goes against what Trevor told me. Like Trevor's like focused on this little tiny thing, just what the camera's seeing, and Dean's like, fuck that. I'm setting up this whole display. I'm making this huge scene, and then he takes shots like all over it, and it's just amazing. So
it's
but
like
yeah,
a movie. It's like a movie scene.
yeah,
Like
very
I
much
always
so.
picture his setups as a movie scene. Like you have so many aspects like on like the photography for him, because I mean if he can show you, I don't know, I mean he can shot maybe like over 30 shots when he set up something like that.
Mhm.
Maybe more, who knows, like from different angles and stuff like that. And he set up fire, and I don't know, I think he does that in his patio or something like that. But man, it looks incredible.
Yeah, he usually
setups-
has like a behind the scenes and then a bunch of photos and maybe even like some video work on it. So but yeah, this thing's awesome. I love it. I don't know what those characters are, those little goblins. I don't know where they come from.
Kevin does.
Yeah, Kevin has a theory. Yeah.
I will say this. I love the way you're describing it. It reminds me of like when I was a kid and I'd go to like visit Gettysburg. There was one building or part of museum or something where there was like a whole or several dioramas, I think, of different battles or different, events at that overall battle. And it felt like this, where you could look, it's like, okay, here's this general coming at this guy with his stuff. And then here's the guys doing Pickett's charge over here. So it's like the whole like battle map. And that's what these kind of pictures evokes. It makes it feel almost like historical recreations when he does these massive setups.
I know we had a talk on OffWorld recently about like what was your favorite toy store as a kid, and there was a pretty heavy debate between Toys R Us and KB Toys, and to me KB Toys won hands down, like because Toys R Us was so big that it had a bunch. It had like 90% of the shit you didn't care about at all, right? It was shit for babies, it was puzzles, it was bikes, it was all kinds of other shit. It wasn't, the stuff you wanted. KB Toys was like concentrated coolness, right? They had like 3, maybe 4 aisles, but it was like jam-packed full of stuff that you cared about and wanted. And at the front part of the store, they always had like a cool display set up. They had a cool like kind of scene with a bunch of figures and a diorama and maybe a train going through or something. Like they always had something cool set up. And it felt to me like when you watch like the movie Mannequin and like he's like setting up these displays in the window on, like in New York, but it was like that for kids. It was like a toy diorama setup thing. And I'm like, I don't know who had that job working at KB Toys setting up those scenes, but what a freaking cool job that would have been, right? And that to me feels like what Dean does. He just sets up these huge, giant, elaborate scenes, and they're awesome.
Point of interest, the interior shots of the department store for Mannequin were filmed in a local store here called Boscov's.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. Next one is one of mine. This is Noah Caballero 7 on Instagram. This is a young man that is doing some amazing artwork. And Omar actually had posted a picture of it in the Cabal. I immediately asked if he had an Instagram because, definitely wanted to follow this kid. And he's doing some awesome stuff. But yeah, this Bayathir that he did is fantastic. So I wanted to make sure that we brought this up and showed it because it deserves to be seen. And once again, not a ton of followers on this account yet. And he really should because he's doing some fantastic stuff. So make sure you go and give this one a follow.
Let's see.
Jesse, thoughts on this one?
I'm gonna flat out admit my brain has a hard time accepting this. That's how good it is. It blows my mind that this is coming from a teenager. Like I mean, it's good for a pro. Like this is amazing. So like it just kicks me out of my seat when I see stuff like this. I think his uncle or whoever it was posted some stuff a couple weeks ago or a month or so ago, and I was just like, this stuff is insane. Just the detail, the shading, it's mind-blowing. I think it's a great style, it's a great look. Again, like Brittany at the beginning, watch out, folks.
Yeah, I mean, just invokes like fear too. Like this is not your Puff the Magic Dragon, right? Like this isn't your happy go lucky dragon. Like this is a dragon you should be afraid of. So Carlos, thoughts on this one?
Man, I mean, I want a shirt with that design.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's insane. And I'm checking his Instagram right now, and he has another one with a Aether. Man, he's really, really talented. And I love that style because that style is really unique, like it looks really, really, and he's a teenager. Jesus Christ, man. I mean,
like a younger teen, not like 18, 19. I think they said he was like 14 or 15.
Wow.
Great stuff.
So, yeah.
I mean, teenagers, I mean, if you focus yourself, I believe, right? If you focus yourself in one thing and you really get like upset what you like in life, you can like go really, really far. Really, really far.
Next one is one of Jesse's.
So this one, I did not find a Instagram version from this person. Curtis, if you want to hit them up and pester them into starting one, you can. That's not my that's not my cup of tea. But I saw this one and I had to share it. This is from Alex Chu. I think this is one of the heads that's kind of like inspired by Battle Beast from Invincible. But I loved seeing this kind of natural color tones on it and how he paired it with the barbarian body. I was like, oh dang, I want this figure. Like I don't even want to try to paint it. Like I want this to be a real figure I can get. I don't think he really did much other than the head as far as like paint. But I absolutely love it, and I think it looks great with that body as is. So I had to share this one. I grabbed this one because you can go in and see there's a couple other ones and zoom in, but I wanted to show off the whole look.
Carlos, I mean, it looks fantastic, man. That head, it's gold right there. I mean, especially I didn't know. I mean, at the beginning, I didn't make the relationship, but yeah, it looks like Battle Lion. No, what's the name? Battle Beast from Invincible. But man, it fits really good with that body. Actually, it looks awesome, man. I mean, the paint, that effect there on the eyes and stuff like that, the wrinkles on the forehead, man, it looks really cool. And the back of the head, man, it looks awesome. Pretty cool.
I think the paint job is really good. I think because there's so many different blended colors in the face, like you guys said, it works really well with that body to where it feels natural, like it's a natural fit. I do think the head is a little small for the body, which is not anything that the painter would deal with. But I just wonder if this was not intended for Legions, but maybe intended for another toy line,
Probably.
or if it just needs to be sized up a little bit. I just feel like the face is a little bit small. But as far as like the actual paint and stuff, I think the paint looks amazing, and it does feel like it could fit with this body very easily. So
Maybe if it sits a little bit lower.
maybe it just like, if I look at the width of the chest, right, and then just look at the side, like forget about the mane, but just look at the face of the lion, like it just feels kind of small compared to the chest. But for Legions, because that aesthetic, you know, you look at a Legion's figure, and the heads are so big compared to the torso, you know, as opposed to like natural proportions. So
just think of your dog when you if you have a fluffy dog and you get them trimmed up for the summer, and how different they look.
yeah. But yeah, great paint job. I mean, the hair, the face, everything looks great. So next one is one of mine. This is Mark Calvo, and man, dude, I don't even know what to say about this. Like I thought this was like a photography shot. Like this was like some toy photographer, and they were doing some sort of Photoshop work, because like that face shield on this, you shouldn't be able to do that with paint. Like you should not be able to make this like glowing, reflective look to this with paint. And the fact that he can it just shows how good he is. I love the fact that he is also taken that like weapon, the cosmic weapon, the big giant mace, and turned it into what do you call that?
Ball and chain.
Yeah,
Flail,
but it's flail. Yeah, turn it into a giant flail. You know, the huge pauldron on it, the addition of the fur. But to me, like this whole thing is about that face shield and the way that he painted it to make it look like it is just glowing. It looks so damn good. I mean, Mark is an amazing artist. I can't wait to see the stuff that he's got at his table at Legions Con, because he is really bringing it this year. Carlos,
Man, this is like how I say this is like Diablo meets Mythic Legions, and what else? Like I don't know what else, man, but it looks fantastic. I mean, the effect, I've seen people doing effects like that, especially like in the Warhammer community with the minis and stuff like that. But this is insane. Like that type of like paint apps on that figure is really cool. I mean, the actual ball, like all the weather, like with the like all oxidation and stuff like that. I mean, it looks fantastic in the corners. I mean, how matte the armor looks compared with the vibrant of the visor, and the skin, how it looks like sweaty and stuff like that. And I mean, it looks just great.
I don't even know, like if I saw this unpainted and somebody put these parts together like unpainted, I would look at it and go, I don't think that works. Like I don't think this works, right? Like because you before you paint it, you got to put the parts together and look at. I would look at this and go, yeah, that doesn't really work, man. That these are like really disproportionate parts, and I wouldn't do that. But then he paints it up, and it's like, dude, this works. This 100% works.
It looks fantastic. It looks fantastic.
Jesse,
I guarantee you, this guy does not smell as good as Carlos. Not Mark, the figure.
yeah.
Like if he's slaying demons all day, swinging that flail around and wearing all that armor and fur, like he's gonna be a little stanky. But no, I almost picked this, but I was like, I just picked one of Mark's last week with the Ahsoka head. I don't want Curtis to like make fun of me for picking two in a row again. So I skipped on it, but I shouldn't have. Well, I mean, it doesn't matter. It's here anyway. It's I love the colors, the greens, the skin tone on everything about this is just like, I have no connection to Doom. Like I think I played it once or twice with a friend, but like this figure, William said it could be cosmic or mythic. I totally agree. If he sells this and you pick this up at a convention, you could put it on either shelf and work the story into anything.
Yeah. I did want to make mention to Nate. If you go back earlier in the show, I did have some very nice things to say about you. And as soon as I say those really nice things, just go ahead and turn the show off. Don't wait for anything else. Just listen to the nice things and then turn it off. So
You're so wrong.
Next one is one of Jesse's picks.
So this is from Henrock, Henrock1_12, and JKAI 429. I think the JKAI is what I'm not following, but so this is the one, Curtis. I am following Henrock 1_12.
Cool.
I think I don't know what this figure is. My mind is saying GI Robot, but I don't think it is GI Robot. I think this is a Mezco guy. Okay. I just thought it was really cool. I love the colors. It feels like it immediately made me think of the Kong Skull Island movie from a couple years ago, with just like the colors and the angles and the mountainscape, or pretty much any Vietnam War movie, ever. And I just, and also there's that new one coming out called, what is it? Primal Warfare or something like that, where it's like a Vietnam set war, but there's like dinosaurs or something on an island, and people are like this. So it looks like serious Vietnam War kind of vibes, but then there's dinosaurs, or primal. I don't remember, but anyway, I love the colors. I love the tones and the fading of the mountains into the background. That bright sunlight, it just evokes story and texture and atmosphere and everything. It's great.
Carlos?
I think that figure is called John Jar Joe, I believe. And
okay.
That's from Mezco. That's actually I think it's like a crossover with Mezco and the company who actually does the comic. It's a really
right.
Yeah, it's a really interesting story. But I mean, it looks just awesome, man. It looks just awesome because that figure is a really cool figure, actually. And man, just like having that sun on the back, the lighting just on point. Man, having that guy dead right here in front of you, like it looks like you're right there on the floor next to the guy, and you're watching John Jar Joe coming at you or hitting there, like should I rescue them or something like that? I mean, it looks fantastic, man. And the glasses.
Yeah. I can tell you that this guy decomposing in the hot sun definitely would not smell as good as Carlos, for sure.
Probably.
I don't care how much cologne he has on. But I also didn't realize, like, from this picture on the screen, I had to look at it on my phone and kind of zoom in, that it's like a robot, right? Like
it is a robot. Yeah, John Jar Joe is a robot.
Is a robot. I couldn't see it. I mean, I don't know if it's just my screen or what, but I couldn't see it from here. So it just adds like a different vibe to this, and it's a really cool character, man. I love those soft goods, and yeah, the posing with the sun in the background, and it's really well done. So I would say that other account, Jesse, that you said you weren't following, is also a really good one. So you might want to check that out.
Okay.
So,
I will take that into consideration. Thank you. And I will say this, Curtis. I know this was a word we learned on Legion's Quest, but would you say the body in the foreground is desiccated or not?
I don't think anybody's pooped on it. So
no. Desiccated. You looked this up. You know what this word means now.
I don't think I added it to my vocabulary, but yes, I do remember us going over it. It's like, what is it, like missing water or something?
Yes, essentially. Having all moisture removed, dried out, lacking vitality or interest.
There we go. Here we go. Yeah. I would say that probably is true with this, but
really,
but that's
pretty juicy to me.
Well, yeah, it's still a little glistening. Yeah, but it's getting there.
It's
What
getting
I
there.
would
Yeah.
what I would say is don't confuse desiccated with defecated, because if you feel like your friend is dying and he got pooped on, you may end up giving him a warrior's death and then getting really much in trouble with your party. So make sure you know the difference between desiccated and defecated. It could get you in a lot of trouble.
defecated. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
totally.
Yeah. So that was my bad. My vocabulary bad.
For the record, defecating is not the kind of role playing we do on a Legion's quest.
Last one for the day is one of my picks. This is JCS 12190. And I'm not sure what this figure is in the front, but just the fact that it, like, he thought he could take out Superman with a golf club and just like wraps it around his neck like that, and just the look on Superman's face, like this is just beautiful. I love this. It's like you ever hit something like, I don't know, hit something with a golf club or a baseball bat or something, and it just like rattles in your hand. Like that's what I feel like is going on here. Like you can even see it's coming off of the top hand. It's like pulling loose. And it's like it's gonna send rattles like all up and down this guy's arms. So I don't know. I just thought this was a lot of fun. Carlos?
Well, I mean, it matched perfectly because they're using the Mafex Hush Superman. I don't know if it's the Hush Superman or maybe I think that's the Dark Knight Returns.
So this is the Dark Knight Returns Superman
With the head
body
of the
with the
Mezco.
Mezco head, which is it's a pop and swap that a lot of people have done, which looks really good because it gives you that big bulky kind of Superman body, but with the better head.
Yeah, it looks great. It looks great. It looks great. But like you said, like I don't know what they're using for the guy that is like close by with the club, especially with the leather mask.
Yeah, the Gip mask. Yeah.
I don't know. He looks like a guy from Pulp Fiction or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe like he's like in the basement with the other guy.
You don't talk about basements on this show.
Yeah, Zed's dead.
But
right.
I mean, it looks awesome. The story there, it looks awesome. It is kind of like hilarious at the same time. It's kind of like fun.
Yeah, it just made
very
me
well
chuckle.
put together. I love the shadows, like the contrast and stuff like that. It looks awesome.
Jesse?
Yeah, I love the colors, the black background, and the fact that the foreground character is so kind of like muted out. And it's just that face on Superman, just kind of like, really,
you really thought that was gonna work?
Like,
yeah.
He's like, I can't even punch you. Like this isn't going to be fun for me. This is going to be all paperwork.
And Kevin says this is right after Superman crushed the Silver Surfer. So just FYI.
I think the thing you guys are forgetting.
People got hurt.
Silver Surfer and Superman would talk their crap out, and they would figure out a way to work together. So
maybe,
yeah, probably yes.
That is it for shelf selections. I did want to pull up. I've seen Articulated Times, which is Steve Mank in the chat. And he has got some shows coming up for his Articulated Empire. This dude has been a touring maniac. He is like going all over the place. So here's his some of his more recent dates as well as his upcoming dates. So it looks like August 24th, Indiana Toy and Comic Expo. September 26th, he's going to be with me and a bunch of other cool people down in Joe Lanta. That's going to be a lot of fun. Found out the McCoys are going, so heck yeah. October 19th, QuadCon here in St. Charles in my neck of the woods. The 26th, he's at a Chicago Toy Show. November 7th, obviously Legion's Con. December 14th, back here for Toy Man in Bridgeton, Missouri. Once again in my neck of the woods. So, and then he throws a little PS out there.
Based on your that city?
Man, Steve is like a rock band. He's on a tour, man.
Dude, he's all over the place, man. If it's in the Midwest, he's there. So
that's my brother right there. One of the coolest guys in the community.
Oh, he's the best, man. He's
so
so good.
such a great guy. He's like family to me, man.
Spoiler alert, he posted a picture, I think today or last night. That'll be on next week's shelf selections.
Nice.
I just have it.
Nice. And he does remind people
actually,
here, make sure you heat up your joints. So, yeah, because they won't
your
like
action
otherwise.
figure joints, like with.
Oh, I thought because yeah,
I don't know. That's an assumption. I'm
Okay.
making that
You
assumption.
know,
I could
so
be
weird.
wrong.
I never hit the joints on any of my figures. It's so weird, man. Maybe it's because of Florida weather. Maybe I don't know.
Oh yeah, it's probably hot enough.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, the coldest figures get down there is probably going into your house from outside.
oh, nice. Kevin says he's going to be at Jolanta as well. So
Good.
it's going to be a
Awesome.
party in Jolanta. Jesse, come on down. It'll be fun.
What?
Jolanta, come on down.
Okay.
See if you can hop a ride
That's
with
like
somebody.
I think I may go.
Like
You
a
know,
10-hour drive.
You've been down there though.
just to have the
Not to
drive.
Jolanta.
Didn't you go to one of the Toylanders or something? I thought you went to one of the things in Atlanta.
I went to
didn't you?
H-Con in
wasn't-
North Carolina.
You
that's
were at
close.
Toylanta, right?
Mm-mm.
No.
I've been through there, but never since getting into this stuff and going to toy shows.
Man, I'm just saying, if you're going on the airport and you're going to Toylanta, you better have a partner to take the Uber, dude, because he's a nightmare.
Gotcha. I think you're going to be busy anyways. I heard that ToyCon New Jersey's that weekend. Is that one that you guys do, Jesse, or no?
No, there's only 2 more Wolf King shows for the year officially. I know Len said he's going to be setting up at the
2 more what shows?
Wolf King.
You're welcome.
But I know Len's going to do the next Lehigh show, just like as Len, like selling off his own stuff, with some of the other East Coast guys. But I think that weekend is the weekend Sven's doing his Mythic meetup for like the Central PA area, or
Yes. He's in favor of warming up all of your joints.
yes.
Figures, your body,
Everything.
Yes.
any of the joints you want to warm up.
Yes, I said I was making an assumption, and it was probably the wrong one. That just seems to be my going thing for the day.
Very nice.
Yeah. So, ToyCon. I'll have to double check when ToyCon is. I know I wanted to go, just at least go hang out with people on the Saturday at ToyCon.
I think I heard today that it's the same weekend as Jolanta, which would be September 26th, 7th, and 8th. So,
I'm thinking August. So yeah, I'll definitely be at that ToyCon. I don't know, Jolanta. We'll see. I don't know about getting down there.
Gotcha. So,
Not by myself, that's for dang sure.
So Carlos, that was a long shelf selections, and it's my fault, and I'm
No,
sorry.
it was great. I love toy photography. That's what I love the most. So yeah, I mean, I enjoy seeing artists like picking up some details and stuff like that from photography. That's amazing. That's what I love the most. That's how I started my actual Instagram account, doing toy photography, especially for Mythic Legions back in the days. I was using my personal account. Then I switched. I was helping out one of my friends that has an account, and then I was like, you know what? Let me open mine. So that's how I started everything on Instagram and YouTube and all this stuff.
Yeah. Well, wanted to talk about one more thing. Darla's grabbing it for me real quick. But not too long ago, we had nope, not that one, the other one.
By the way, say hi to Darla.
Yep. So not too long ago, we had the guys on from Toy Mercs talking about Legions magazine. So if you haven't checked this out, this is issue 1. Issue 2 is currently on pre-order, and it has got some amazing toy photography from the community. It's not Legions as in Mythic or Cosmic Legions. It's Legions as in Toy Mercs are Legion. But yeah, this is, they highlight some amazing photographers. They put their Instagram accounts on there and stuff, really, so you can go and follow them. But I think this is awesome. Putting a kind of a physical copy out here of people's work it's something that should be supported. So yeah, definitely go and check that out.
Yeah, I was really fortunate to be in that first issue. I mean, those guys are great, man.
Yeah,
they're like so good, and they're all for the fun and for, like, sharing the good vibe on the community, and I really love that. And I mean, they're just great. They're just great people.
Awesome. Well, Nate Strong hopping in saying he loves being in a Toy Fans collab with you, so it's cool.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, for sure. 100%, man. Like, I always tell everybody, man, like, get collabs, get some stuff going on, especially because, like, it's so crazy, man, like how Instagram is being for me, like, for like a few months. It is being crazy, like how the grow on my Instagram account is going, like, and the amount of views I'm getting there. And there's nothing more, I will say, to me, there's nothing better than help out people, like, and I tell all my friends, I was like, listen, if you have toy photography and stuff like that, and you want to share it, and you want to get like more views and stuff like that, or like followers and stuff like that, use me. I don't care. That's what I love the most. And I'm still, like, like in shock on how, like, people are being, like, so supportive, like, especially like other, like, brands and stuff like that, like toy lines and brands and companies and stuff like that with my Instagram. And I'm really thankful, man. I'm really, really thankful. Yep, that's mine right there. Lehman Ross,
that's
primer of the Space Wolves.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Steve, Articulated Times, he's got a bunch in here as well. So
yep, he's there too. Yep. He's there too. There's a lot of good people there, man. There's a lot of good people. Yeah, so yeah, I mean, as I said, like, I'm really thankful for, like, all of you guys. I mean, listen, the community is so awesome, and I believe people sometimes take stuff for granted, like they're not, like, thankful enough. And man, I'm so thankful, so thankful for everything that's going on right now in my life, in my personal life and professional life, and my hobby, which is action figures, toy photography, toy reviews, and stuff like that. And I'm still a fan, dude. I'm still a fan of action figures. I'm still a fan of you guys. I'm still a fan of everybody. And my wife always make fun of me because she's like, oh, so you're famous, whatever. She always tell me that, right? And I'm like, no, like, I feel like, I don't know. I'm still a geek, dude. I'm a geek. I'm a fan of action figures. I'm a fan of people, especially. I love people, man. Like, I always said this for Legion's Con. Like, Legion's Con is not about the toys, but it's about the people. And I believe the reason why I don't cover most of the time all the tables at Legion's Con is because I'm all the time talking to people, hugging people, like, and I mean, just the fact that we're here in this world, man, still alive, breathing, to me is a gift.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I kind of spent some time this past week just doing that, like just thinking about all the people that are important to me, and just counting my blessings and stuff, and it's very fortunate for sure.
We are
just try to, I don't know, it's real easy to get caught up in bullshit, right? Like, there's so much stuff on social media and stuff, and you'll see somebody, like, I saw this week, some folks had gone to San Diego Comic-Con. They got the Paladin Cleric, and they're in the Cabal trying to sell it for $200. And, like, old Curtis would have been fucking hot. Like old Curtis would have been in there like where you come off jumping in this community, you fucking tourist. You don't live here. You're just swooping in, trying to cash in and make a buck off of these folks. I would have laid into him, and I just looked at that and I was like, not even worth it, man. Not even worth it. Just move on. Just move on. You know, don't give them your time. So
I think life is being like the whole community in general, like it's being fed by like a lot of issues, right? Like and with action figures and stuff like that. And I totally understand. But every time people ask me, like, one of the comments that I always, most of the time, the comment that I most get on my YouTube reviews is like, oh man, I like your enthusiasm, like how hype you are for stuff. And it is because I'm like that. I'm like that with everything. I'm really energetic. And when I see you, I'm going to hug you. And I'm not going to say like, oh, there's Curtis, whatever, you know, like, no, I'm going to go there to you and I'm going to say hi and I'm going to hug you, you know, and I'm going to hang out with you. You know, and I love that, man. I love being like that with people because I'm a people's person. And it's with everything, with action figures. Every time I get a new action figure, to me, it's kind of like, wow, I'm having the opportunity to doing what I was always dreaming of, you know, like doing a freaking toy review on YouTube. Having a YouTube channel to me was kind of like totally unthinkable. Right. And it's not that my YouTube channel is big. I mean, my Instagram is kind of like what is, I have everything going on. But the fact that you are able to go to YouTube, do what you love to do without even thinking about it, without even, I seen comments on my YouTube channel all the time, negative comments like, oh, you guy, like you always think that everything is amazing, whatever, this and that. I just delete those comments and I just go forward. You know, like I don't care because if you, like you said, you pay attention to all those stuff, you get caught off on that.
Yeah.
You know? And then you lose the time, your valuable time, you know, that you can spend with your family, with your friends, doing what you
your
love
hobbies,
to do, customizing and stuff like that. You're going to lose that time. And time is precious, man. Like time is so short.
Yeah.
Because you never know tomorrow. So most of the time I try not to spend my time in those stuff.
Yeah. And why let somebody else dictate your emotional state, right? Like you're giving them so much power when you do that, you know, like just don't let them. You know, I was looking at one of Emil Wickman's posts one time, and I love Emil. Emil's like one of the best dudes around. And he had done a custom that it was his Ahsoka custom that he did that I think he did an awesome job on. Like he figured out a way to like flip a demon head upside down and backwards to make those.
He's a monster, dude. He's a monster.
And it's like nobody would even think of that. And somebody was in the comments and told him that it looked like shit. He said, like, basically, like this looks like absolute shit. And Emil's response was like, I'm sorry that you didn't like it. I hope that you find something that you do like. Have, you know, like basically have a great day, and just kind of moved on. And I'm like, dude, that would crush me. Like that would just absolutely fucking destroy me. And Emil's just like, you know, he's like, you know, I hope you find something that you enjoy, and just moved on about his day.
He's such a good soul, man.
Oh, Emil's a great guy.
And everybody in the community, listen, just by the fact that I was years ago collecting Motu Classics and DC Classics, and now I have the opportunity to hang out with the Four Horsemen. To me, like it's like I'm meeting my idols, I'm hanging out with my idols, you know, like it's that type of relationship, right?
Yeah.
And the same happened with JP, with Jorge, my partner in From the Realm, right? JP, who is Thundercats Classics on Instagram, and JP, I was following him when I was living in Panama. I was checking his YouTube channel, his reviews when he was in manofactionfigures.com, Toy Addict 26. So I was always looking at him and I was like, wow, that guy is so cool, whatever, this and that. And fast forward, I moved to Florida. fast forward, he was collecting Mezco figures, and one day he like contact me on Facebook Messenger, and he's like, "Hey, you have this figure for sale, whatever. I'm gonna meet you." And I never knew it was him. So when I saw him, I was like, "Toy Addicts," and the guy was like, "Hey," and I'm like, "Dude, I follow you since forever." And fast forward, now we're partners in this awesome project, you know, and he's one of my best friends, you know. So
That's
I mean,
so cool.
life is so awesome, man. I
Oh,
love
yeah.
life. I love
Yeah, I
it.
mean, I find myself, the more as I get older, just wanting to surround myself with people that I want to be like, right? Like people that that inspire me, people that are good-hearted, you know, because then it makes you want to be more like that as well. So, totally, you never know who you know who you're gonna
Man,
end up
oh,
being
dude.
close with. So,
Now that I was in San Diego, that was man, that was a humbling experience.
yeah.
Fully, yeah, totally.
So talk about that a little bit.
Uh, Man, like I'm just gonna say, because you need to give credit to like who actually deserve that. I need to thank like publicly, and I always say that, and I always tell everybody like Mega J Retro. Uh, Jay was the one who actually got me into San Diego Comic Con as a panelist, and I need to be so thankful for him because he's such a great guy. He's a great soul. So man, I love that guy to death. He was like, "Carlos, you want to go to San Diego? I know you did a review on Flipboard, and we have a Flipboard panel. So we're gonna have some independent toy companies there. It's gonna be Ramen Toy, it's gonna be this and that, and I think I'm gonna get you guys from the realm in the panel." And I was like, that is insane. Because one thing is like, I know friends of mine that they've been trying to get the lotto on SDCC for 5 years in a row, and they're not able to get in, to just buy the ticket to go there. And for me to have the first experience as a professional, you know, like and be in the special lines and be in a panel and San Diego Comic Con, to me is kind of like, wow, I'm still in shock, you know, and I'm like, I don't deserve this at all. At all, dude. You have people like The Amazing, you have people like Dork Layer, you have people like, you know, like Toy Bro, all those guys that I follow, that I've been following my whole life. I honestly think that I do not deserve that. Like, I believe there's way more people out there, way more talented than me, that actually deserve something like that, you know, but it is what it is. So, man, it was such a great experience. I'm used to, my biggest convention ever was MegaCon in Florida, which is big, right? It's really big. It's the Florida Convention Center. It's like maybe like 5 times Legion's Con or something like that. That's MegaCon. Well, picture San Diego Comic Con is 20 times MegaCon. Like, and it's like the entire city, the downtown is totally transformed into this theme park of pop culture stuff with little houses that you make lines to have like experience for movies like Predator, like horror movies. Fantastic Four was there too. So you don't need to be inside the con to experience those stuff. Hotels.
Okay.
I mean, it's insane, man. It's insane. It's insane. It was such a humbling experience, such a great experience. I want to go back, but
Yeah,
I don't know.
of
I don't know.
course.
I don't know how it's gonna go. Lines for action figures were insane. Were insanity. I think one of the most like hottest figures was the Paladin from Four Horsemen Studios, on top of the Mezco Dog Nocturnal. Man, I was 3 days in a row trying to get that Mezco Dog Nocturnal, and I couldn't. My last day, I was able to, and that was a total Royal Rumble, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. People
Yeah,
hip tossing people out and stuff.
it was a nightmare, dude. It was a nightmare because people were making lines since the night before
That's
to get that
crazy.
figure. And I was able to get in line, but then they say, no, the line is going to start at 10:30. So you need to dismantle the whole line. You need to despair of we're not going to do nothing. And I'm like, are you serious?
Wow.
So a fight started on the back of the booth of Mezco. It was insane. So if you were making the line for the Mezco figures, you were not able to make the line for the Mythic Legions because the Mythic Legion was pretty much sold out about maybe like the 20+ minute mark.
Oh wow.
From 9 a.m. maybe to 9:30, 9:25 sold out.
Crazy.
Every day. And Jeremy and everybody was there making sure that you didn't like get more or whatever.
Mhm.
Everybody was like, you know how it is, So I mean, to get the chance to everybody to get one, right? At least one.
I think it was eye-opening for them, because they hadn't been in a few years, right? And they go there and they put their best foot forward, right? They brought out the big ogre, they brought out enough stuff to have like this really nice display with a bunch of their figures that are coming up, and then had this paladin cleric. And I understand, like, going into it, they don't know what the numbers are that they should order because they don't know what the interest level is going to be, right? But I think over the past year or so, they've seen that whatever they think the number is, it's way more than that. Like whatever it is that they think they're going to sell, you should like double, triple, quadruple it because the interest level is so much more. And so you heard them coming out of San Diego Comic-Con saying we're absolutely going back next year. Like there's no way we don't go back. And yeah, it seems like it was overwhelming success for them. So yeah, sounds like it was a great time.
I interview Eric and I interview Jeremy. I interview Eric mostly for the action figure part, and I interview Jeremy for the board game part, right? And we were talking about it, and I was talking a lot with Jim, and Jim was pretty much telling me about the feeling of going back to San Diego, right? After all these years. And Jim was like, just look at this. And I'm gonna tell you this. It was so overwhelming to see this booth like Hasbro pose. Like it was like a 2-story building, right? Toynami, Machinations. I'm talking about monsters. Like I never seen that in my life ever. Just like maybe Universal or Disney seeing like stuff like that, mainstream like that.
Yeah.
It was insanity. It was insanity. Totally insane. Totally.
Yeah, because they've got to build it for that 1 week or 1 weekend and then tear it right down. Right. It's not like it's a lasting thing that's just going to be there. So
it is insanity. And I was there the previous night. The previous night, it was really easy for me to get. I knocked out the cleric, the paladin cleric, the first night.
Nice.
I was there in previous night. I was thankful to be there for previous night. So I was like, okay, let me knock out everything I need for previous night, right? Because I may have a better chance. Wrong. Man, previous night was a nightmare. Thankfully, people, I think they didn't know Four Horsemen Studio was there. So I was able to make the line fairly easy. There's nobody there. I was able to get in early, whatever, this and that. But the next day, oh my God, dude. The Four Horsemen line was like something out of this world. Like it was like they were capping the line all the time. Same with Mezco, same with Hasbro. Listen, now I understand people when they're coming back from SDCC, like, oh man, like, or people asking for favors, like, oh, can you get me this? Can you get me that? Can you get me that? Listen, to be able to go and do the Hasbro line, you need to get your ticket outside in a tent
Mhm.
and stay there for hours in order to get a ticket to be in line inside the
Yeah.
con. So you're losing pretty much half day just for Hasbro.
Yeah. No, thank you.
You know, like Mattel, same thing. Funko Pop, same thing. Tamachi Nations with all the SH Figuarts figures. You know how I got the Beast Gohan from SH Figuarts, because I was there taking pictures on the shelves, like poop, 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 shooting the shelf. Actually, I was doing that, right? So out of the blue, one person from Tamashi Nation said, "Hey, we're gonna open the line for standby people," and I was right there. So I was like, "Okay, let me get in line." Boom, and I got in line, and it was like maybe like 15 people in front of me, so I was able to get the Beast Gohan. But that was just good luck. That's it. That's it.
Oh, that's crazy.
It's crazy,
Yeah, it
guys.
sounds
It's
wild.
crazy. It's so wild. If you're going, I will say just go there, enjoy your time, and that's it. I will say if you're going to try to get all the exclusive, you need a team of maybe like 10 people.
Wow.
Like 10 people. Yeah. Pretty much. It's insane. It is. You feel like an ant. You feel like an ant on that place. It is just crazy, man. It's crazy, and everybody dressed up like with all these like cosplayers and stuff like that. It was the whole city. You can't barely walk. All the streets are closed. It's a whole carnival. It's insane.
I see you highlighted some comments, Jesse. You want to go through a couple of those?
Yeah, so we're gonna cycle back from SDC for a second. Brian Lynn brings up from Carver Customs. I was nervous going to Legion's Con 23 the first time. The first person I saw was Carlos. He came up, gave me a big hug, and relaxed me for the weekend ahead. Thanks for making me feel better. Welcome, brother. Thanks for making me feel welcome.
You're such a great guy, man. Like, I love you.
You do have a way of like making whoever you're talking to feel like they're the most important person at that time, right? Which is a good thing to have.
Because they are, dude. Like, everybody's important in life.
Yeah.
Everybody. Like, whoever put you down because of any reason, don't pay attention to them, man. Like, don't pay attention to them, because every person in life is important. Like, every single one. Every single one. Like, that's how it is. That's how you need to treat people.
And then Steve from Articulated Times with Carlos is one of the absolute best people in the community, always positive and upbeat.
For sure.
And I'll say, I think I met you at that 23 Legions Con as well.
Yes.
Because I was introduced to you, I think, through Sean and the Legends of Grayskull, because you had a piece of art that Sean did or won like a commission or something. So like he was talking you up before I ever got to the show.
Wait a second.
From like the Masters area stuff.
So you see that there?
Oh yeah.
That's Sean's.
Okay.
That's from maybe 2013 or something like that. And it's still, I have art here from several people in the world, crazy artists. That's Sean right there. That was my first art, and it's still there in my toy room.
That's cool.
That's awesome.
Sean is one of the greatest guys ever, dude. Like, guy has a good soul.
Sure. For sure. But yeah, so he talked to you up, and then I got to meet you, and like Curtis said, like, I don't think I never feel like I'm the most important person. I'm not trying to like, I'm not trying to go that, but like you made me feel like I was cool. And I'm not fishing for compliments, people. Don't try, like, just in that interaction with you, I'm trying to echo what these other folks are saying. You know, it's like that brief moment getting to meet you there. I think because that show was crazy packed, and people were just like circling all day and then getting back in line. And it was my first time setting up, and I didn't know what was going on. And
it was chaos.
And I remember, like, I distinctly remember getting to meet you in person at that show. And just that was definitely like a bright spot in that week. I mean, the whole weekend was fun until I crashed at the end, but yeah.
That was an even number year though. We don't talk about even number years.
That was an odd number year.
That you crashed?
Oh, it was.
No, it's the even number.
Oh no, 23. Wait.
Yeah, you only crashed.
I think, Jesse, I think you got COVID.
Did I meet you at 22?
No, I
You
don't
met,
know if we
no.
met the time you got COVID after Legion's Con, remember?
That was 22 then, yeah.
It was 22. It was
Which was so
the
Brian
Marriott.
got the year wrong. It's Brian's fault.
There you go.
Because I was right next to Brian. Brian and
Stacy?
no, he was sharing a table with
Brian was with, wait a second.
I remember him sharing a table, but I can't remember who he was sharing a table with.
You were with Jesse.
Leland.
No, you were with, I think.
I was by myself with, I had Brian and Mark stuff with me, but right next to me was Leland
Okendo.
Okay, yeah. And he was sharing space with Brian Lynn.
And Bill White, I think, got some stuff with you, right, Curtis? Maybe
I did. I wasn't displaying at that one at 22.
Who was with Bill? Bill did bring like a big guy. Man.
I don't know. I was helping Wolf King in 22, so I was just helping Len, and I was kind of hang around with Emil as Emil was debating selling his first customs.
Remember to Trevor.
Yeah, well, he sold his first one to some other guy that came by that wanted to buy the Batman. And that was his first one, and that's the one that opened the floodgates. And then some guy offered him a bunch of money for his Avengers, but Trevor had offered money the year before, and so he told the guy he wanted to give Trevor a shot first. And Trevor did purchase his Avengers then.
Well,
so, yeah.
Actually, I think the one who got his Batman was Anthony McNeil, which is one of my best friends from New York.
There you go. Yeah, he was the one. He was the one that opened Emil's eyes to capitalism,
the Pandora box.
Yeah,
because he's a really good fan. He's a great fan of Batman. So when he saw that, he's like, I need to have that figure. And Anthony can be really persistent with stuff, you know. He's one of the greatest guys in the community. He's such a great guy. But that year was crazy, man.
We do have a super chat from Van. It's way past his bedtime. $1.99 super chat from Van Johnson. Nobody smells better than Carlos with a whole plethora of purple hearts. And Brian saying it was 23 for him. So I don't know if he's saying that, like, the first year he had his own table. And that's talking to you helped him relax. But I know I met you and Brian the first time I met you guys at 22. So
yeah, I think it was 22. I'm pretty sure.
But I'm not saying that 22 is the same year that he met you and you made him feel better.
Yeah, I think that's the man. That year was the year that Jason from AWOC gave me one of the test shots from AWOC.
I knocked that entire table over at that show.
Really?
Because it was, a much smaller venue, and like I had to get out, I had to go to the bathroom or something, and I was like, I can squeeze through that table. I couldn't. I bumped it, and like 6 of the AWOC, like the female ones, the ones that aren't out yet, like a couple of them, and from that wave, like toppled over, and I was like, ah! And I was like, no one was there, and I'm like, I put them back together and like got away.
That's crazy. That's crazy. No, yeah, Van is saying that Jason is one of my best buddies in the community. Actually, Jason is the creator of the logo from the Realm. We have dinner at San Diego Comic-Con. It was him, Adam, JP, and me. We have some ramen, good ramen place. But yeah, we have so much fun. When he said Jesse's con table, what's Godzilla 2?
It was one table. What am I knocking over?
Mhm.
My backpack stays at my booth when I'm walking around at Legion's Con. So I don't know what you're talking about, Van.
That's hilarious, dude. So you guys are ready for Legion's Con?
Heck
You have
no.
No.
Not
Heck
even close.
no. Heck
How
no.
long ahead you guys? This is your show, but I'm going to interview you guys. How long ahead you prepare yourselves for Legion's
I mean,
Con?
I have so little stuff to show this year. It's ridiculous. Like I am so far behind
Don't
because
lie.
no, I'm 100% being truthful. Like in years past, when I wasn't on this show or I wasn't on somebody else's show, I was painting. And I started my channel this year and I'm doing a lot more with that and the customizing stuff, kind of making videos and tutorials and interviewing people.
Mhm.
And so it's taken up a lot of my time. And then on top of that, I've been traveling a lot for work. So I haven't done much painting this year at all. So yeah, I'm not going to have, I mean, obviously I've got my new, paintbrush set that I'll have at Legion's Con. So I'll have that available. I've got a few things that I've worked on so far.
Darla is doing her stuff too, right?
She's got a bunch of capes. I know Tanya will be at our table. Talk to Joe Gonzalez. He may be displaying some stuff at my table. So the table will have stuff there. It's just as far as me personally, I'm way behind. I don't have as much as I have had in years past. So if somebody is looking for a Curtis piece, there's not going to be very many of them because even a lot of the stuff that I'm bringing is stuff that I've painted for myself that I'm not planning on selling.
What about you, Jesse?
It's a long roll because I do so many shows with Wolf King. I'm either carrying over parts from the previous Legion's Con that I have painted and painting more stuff to add to it, and that just kind of rolls all year, show to show. So I have a pretty decent. Last year, I took a gamble and tried to be more display, less sell. And I think just the way I set the table up, it didn't quite work out for me. I think Brian and Mark did pretty good. I had a great time, but I was like, man, I put the stuff I was selling in like a weird, awkward spot. So this year, since I'm running the Wolf King table and, there's going to be some moving some stuff around of position of some tables, but, it's going to be a little different because I'll be overseeing that and my own stuff. So it's just it's a different way to look at it this year. But yeah, I pretty much just work on stuff all year. Whatever doesn't sell at the shows between January and October comes with the Legion's Con, and hopefully a lot of it goes home with other people to, add to their stuff.
But you guys are going to be in the same position, right? Like you're going to be in the corner, then Curtis, then Emil.
Some things are getting shifted up. We're
Yeah.
not sure yet.
Yeah.
We'll definitely be in those first like row or two rows. Just where we're at. I'm not sure yet. So more to come on that. But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, fair enough.
But yeah, we'll be at the front. So depending on
Jeremy
where you come in. So yeah.
Jeremy has said that most people are in the same spot, and some people are getting moved around. I think we're in that couple of people getting moved around, but most people are going to be in the same spots they were last year, unless they dropped out or aren't coming back. And then so we'll see how it all plays out. I'm sure that map will be coming out in the next probably couple months.
I know Nate was making a joke here, Curtis being Curtis the mayor rather than Curtis the creator, but it is true. Like, so I was kind of feeling down on myself, like, over the past month or so, just that I haven't, had as much stuff, but I haven't had a bunch of heads painted. Don't have a bunch of customs out and stuff. But then, I had to like take a step back. You were talking earlier about, counting your blessings and just having gratitude for what you have and stuff. And I'm like, I had to sit there and go, am I enjoying what I'm doing with my time? Like the stuff that I'm putting into my YouTube channel, do I feel like that it is something that I am enjoying doing? And the answer was yes. Like I am enjoying the content that I'm putting out there. I'm enjoying seeing people that will message me and say, hey, I watched your video and I tried this thing that you talked to Dirk about, or this thing that you talked to Nate about, or whatever, and it really worked for me. Seeing things like, I messaged G earlier this week, like seeing his whole family customizing and telling me that they're watching my videos and customizing together as a family and stuff. Like, at the end of my life, like my whole goal is like, did I make people's lives a little bit better while I was here? Right. And so if I paint a few less heads, but I've inspired or helped to, bring some knowledge to folks and help inspire them to be creative and be with their family and do things. Like, to me, that's well worth that time. So I'm okay with having a few less pieces at my table if what I'm doing is adding value. And I feel like it is. So, it's just kind of, just looking at life and, determining, like, are you doing what makes you happy? And for me, the answer is yes. So.
Yeah, that's great. And that's a good way to see stuff. Like, and I always tell everybody, like, some people ask me, like, so how you manage to do what you do, right? Like, and do you actually pay attention, or do you actually stress out for what you're doing or not? And the answer is like, no, because I'm naturally like that, like I'm a father, like I'm a husband, I work. I mean, we have a dental office, me and my wife, and I teach martial arts at night. And in between, I'm a toy tuber, toy photographer, toy news, and everything. So I try to manage my time, and always people ask me, like, most of the people always ask themselves when they're like in this social media stuff, and they're like, okay, so you are here for the likes, you're here for the views, or you're here for that you love what you're doing, and what, like, what's your goal with this, right? Like, at the end of the day, of course you like the likes, of course you like the views, who doesn't, right? I mean, but you're really enjoying what you're doing. And the answer is, like you said, the answer to me is, like, when people ask me, like, do you pay attention to those stuff? And I was like, listen, the time I stop paying attention to the views and the likes on my posts on Instagram and stuff like that is when my actual Instagram blew, like, and out of the blue, one day I woke up, and I'm not gonna lie to you, this is reality. One day I was like, my max maybe on Instagram was like maybe 100,000 views monthly or so. And one day I was like, wow, I'm at 200. Then I was like, oh wow, I'm at 300. And then, like, just today I woke up, right, and I checked, and always the professional dashboard show up right there how many views you have monthly, and I was like, man, I'm 1.9 million views for the size of my Instagram, which is pretty much like 12,000 people followers. And I'm like, and I was kind of like thinking, and I'm like, wow, now that I'm not paying attention to this stuff, and I don't, it's not that I don't care, but I don't pay attention, I don't stress myself because of this. I'm like, wow, now is when I'm reaching this, but I'm not even putting the effort that I was putting before. And stressing out for.
But you're enjoying it more.
And I think that's the key. That's exactly what you said. Is exactly the key. Enjoying and loving what you're doing. That makes things so easy.
Well, like, I'm working on a video right now. Had a guy, Scott, reach out to me and said, hey, not sure if you've done a video on this. He's like, I'm having a hard time keeping the wings in my Aerothere, and just didn't know if you had something for that. And I was like, I got several different techniques that I've used for, like loose joints and things like that. I don't know which one would be the best. I can tell you which one I could think would probably be the best, but I was like, how about I just throw a video together and I try a bunch of different things and see what works? And he goes, that would be awesome. And so I'm working on that right now. And I after he asked me, I was like, you know what? My wings are a little loose on my Aerothere as well. So it works out perfect. Let me try this out and test it. And it may just be me and him that watch that video. And I don't care. Like if I go through like I was testing it the other day and I tested out like 5 different ways and none of them worked. And I've got one way that I think is going to work. And I'm like, if me and him are the only two that extract value out of that video, that's cool. It was worth my time, So I hear you exactly what you're saying. Like, don't worry about all that other stuff. Like, are you doing it because I'm trying to help myself and him, or am I doing it because I want, a bunch of people to watch a video? So,
and it's because of your mental health, like at the end of the day, I said, like, if you stress out for stuff like that, it doesn't help your life. It doesn't help the people around you, and at the end of the day, I will say the most important, like I always said, and I put everything in perspective because I live in Florida, right? And we have a lot of hurricanes, right? And at one point you need to evacuate, right? And you're not going to take a truck with everything you have here because you need to evacuate like this, right? So every time, like I think 2 times I evacuate from my area, nothing happened, thankfully, to my house or anything like that. But I took a little suitcase with my 2 jeans, 3 shorts, my sandals that I always wear for everything, a couple of shirts, and just 1 action figure. That's it. And I take my family with me, which is the most important thing. And I will say, when things like that happen in life, kind of like give you a perspective of what's more important for you,
right.
Like at the end of the day. And to me, my most valuable thing in life is my wife and my daughter. That's what it is.
For sure. Van with another $1.99 super chat to your channel, Carlos, not to our channel, just to make sure. just want to make sure everybody knows he's doing the super chat to your channel, but asking me a question, saying, Curtis, have you made my next band member? Not yet. I do have an idea for it, but I have not made it yet. So
who's the next band member?
So there's one of the goblins. Earlier we looked at the Luna Goblin that Destination Stone was working on. That is from a series called the Mud Thumps from Wolf King Customs. It's part of the God's Fire series that Stephen Bisciotti and Emil worked on. Well, one of the goblins in that series is called Billy, and Billy loves music. He's always like, tapping something or humming a tune or whatever. And so I wanted to do something cool with the Billy head. So
you have an image?
Well, I did. Yeah, I can pull some up, but I did a Van Halen tribute with it like 3 years ago, which Van bought. And then this past year I did a Def Leppard tribute with it. And so Van bought that one as well. So now Van's asking about when the next one is coming, because I told him I wanted to keep kind of making musical.
Oh, you have Van Halen, you have Def Leppard, right?
Yep. Huh. So, and I've got my next one planned. I just haven't done it yet. So.
Oh, you have that. You have that in a plan, right?
I've got it in my mind what I want to do. I just haven't made it yet. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
okay.
But it's on the list. But
yeah, good 80s band.
Yeah. So I'll pull up pictures of those.
2 questions for you here, Carlos. The first one from JG. Oh, clicking on the wrong people. He wants to know which action figure went into that suitcase.
Man, I'm going to show you right now. I'm going to show you right now, okay? Wait a second. Give me a second.
A really good question.
Give me a second. It's not actually an action figure, to be honest with you. It's more like a little mini statue.
Yes.
Nice. Buddy Jesus.
Yeah. My friends just went to the his 55th birthday thing in New Jersey yesterday. The Kevin Smith was doing, where he, like, I don't know if he was doing like a comedy set or just like talking to people, but they went out and saw that. That's funny.
he was. Oh man, he was like a silhouette in some announcement, right? Like he works for something, right? Recently, I don't remember what. It was in Comic-Con. They announced something.
I don't know
I'm
what he's
not
been
sure.
doing.
I'm not sure.
I know he's
either.
He worked on the Motu series, but that's
Yeah.
been done. I don't know.
Oh,
what
I
he's
think it was the
done.
Masters of the Universe who at the
Oh.
end kind of like show his silhouette or something like that. They were
Oh,
announcing
okay.
something for Masters of the Universe. I mean,
Gotcha.
talking about Masters, you saw the Mondo 112 2000X Masters,
Yeah.
and now Mattel is doing them too.
Yeah, Mattel ones look like garbage compared though.
Oh yeah, totally. You know that I was
It's like
really,
Burger King toys.
listen. I was so,
Hey, I can afford Burger King toys.
That's true.
Me too. I was so blessed to talk a lot with Tommy Hedges, the sculptor for those figures for Mondo. Man, such a great guy. And what they have planned for that line is insanity, man.
Nice.
Seeing those figures in hand, like right here, He-Man is the closest to the actual final release, and man, it's like you're having a kind of like Storm Collectibles figure in your hand, but I believe even more like high end. And they come with bases. Every single figure is gonna come with a base that is like a motif of that character.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I mean, Skeletor, the design for Skeletor is insane. They put like a peg on the back of the hood that makes the head of Skeletor looks like it's floating.
That's crazy.
Oh, wild.
It is wild. It is wild. The chest part is kind of like rubbery, so they can hold the sword with two hands and stuff like that. Like kind of like like Storm Collectible stuff. Like it is insane. And every single figure is gonna be on scale, like from the cartoon, like the same scales on the cartoon. So that's why Cloudful is massive.
Okay.
Yeah, it is.
Curtis, before you bring your picture up, we got another comment here from, is it Kairos1? Asking Carlos, what parts do you think I can swap between Frazetta's Viking and the Conan figure?
Frazetta's Viking and the Conan figure. Yes, I did a review on the Frazetta's Viking already. Man, you can swap everything, but like if you're planning to swap skin stuff, you can't. Like body parts, you can. Impossible. Now the I don't know if I mentioned that on my review on my channel on the Conan the Barbarian, because that's a great figure. Eamon, he killed it with that design. The figure looks incredible. They actually did something new with the body, because the lower body is now have like articulation. Before they didn't. It was just a whole piece, right? It was just like a ball joint on the top around the upper chest. That's it, nothing else, just to go to the legs. Now with this one, with Conan, you have a cut on the hips also that you can kind of like rotate a little bit, but the skin color is not gonna match. The Norseman is pale white, and Conan is really tan, like Hulk Hogan like tan. So, but everything else you can swap, pop and swap, like all the weapons, all the actual boots, the actual loincloth, everything else you can pop and swap.
Awesome.
Okay.
All right.
Very
Let
cool.
me share my screen.
Let me see.
So the one on the left was 2022.
That's Van Halen, totally.
Yep. And then the one on the right is Rick Allen from Def Leppard. That was 2024.
Okay, you need a bass player, dude.
That's exactly what I'm working on.
You need that.
That's exactly what I'm working on.
That's what you need. That's what you need.
If time holds, constant the way it's been here, it's even number years that I have them, which means 2026 Legions Con van, you should have another band member if all things hold true. So
You can have a rhythm guitar or another lead guitar. You can have two guitars.
yeah,
And then you're
Can
singer.
you make the bass out of a large fish piece that got turned into a guitar?
so make it a bass.
So it's a bass,
Yeah,
or a
Gotcha.
bass bass. Yeah.
yeah. That may work. But now I'm wondering which bass player you have in mind from which band.
That's a good question.
There were a bunch of good ones back in the 80s.
I do have one specific one in mind. So the one thing that I did like, okay, so the first one, the Van Halen one, that guitar actually was a 3D printed part that was actually painted by Zombie 13 for a giveaway that I won. And then I painted the figure itself. The Def Leppard one, the thing that I was most excited about with this is that every bit of that is Legion's parts. So the whole drum kit, everything, everything there is Legion's parts.
So okay, you did the symbols with the shields. I got it.
Yep.
But what is the
bottom part of the drum is two shields that were like the wooden shields that were sanded down, put back to back with some sculpting work in between. And then the two upper drum parts are actually the tank pieces from Slog, like the little canisters that like plug into his torso.
Oh my god!
That were modified, and then the underneath holding it to it, that's like one of those neck pieces for like the big like Torion or any of those figures. The headphones that he has is one of those bra pieces from like one of the female characters, like where they have like the bare midriff and they just have like the metal bra.
Okay.
It is that like taken
Called a
off.
chest plate, Curtis.
Sure, it's that chest plate that was cut off, sanded down, and painted with a belt strapped between them. So yeah, like just everything on here was 100% Legion's parts, which it made it an extra challenge to do, but it was a lot of fun.
It was great. It looks great. I mean, I like the way you painted the Van Halen one because you painted him as the guitar.
Yeah. Well, I did that. There's like the kind of iconic, Eddie jumping in the air, doing the splits, like with that outfit on. And so I wanted to do that like jumpsuit outfit, which was really fun because up until that point, I had been doing a lot of kind of, wherever the sculptural details are, that's where you paint. Whereas this was kind of freehanding stuff and me deciding where I was going to put the white lines and the black lines and whether they should be thick or thin or tapered or, so it allowed me to be a little bit more creative. And then like so on the drum for the, which says Gob Leopard instead of Def Leppard.
Yeah, exactly.
But like on his drum kit, it looks like shattered glass on the front. And so I took a clamshell for a Mythic Legion and cut it to the size of that, and then cut little shards of the clamshell to use there as like broken glass.
Oh, that's really cool. You know that now that you, I don't know, dude. Like, I don't know how you feel about this, but you should start making like a band per year at Legion's Con and make that as your trademark. Like putting a band together. Maybe like next time you're gonna make Slayer and you're gonna have them there, like and use pick a character from. Like, I don't know, like, and make them look like the guys from Slayer, what I say, like, or whatever band, like that would be insanely fun. I mean, I don't know how fun for you because you're the one who needs to customize the stuff, but for people actually to see it,
Yeah, it's a fun little challenge. I don't want it to be like everything that I do, but it's a fun little challenge to kind of think of like, how do you take a goblin face? Because I'm using the same head. It's the same goblin face. How do I take a goblin face, but build the other stuff around it to where when people see it, they go, I know what that is,
Yeah, well,
So-
now you have these Cosmic Legion stuff, like the accessory packs and stuff like that you can use for some stuff, maybe like for amps and stuff like that.
Mhm.
But man, it's really cool. I really love it. I saw the not the Van Halen, but the Def Leppard one.
Mhm.
I saw that one, and I really like that. But if you make, like, let's say, you don't need to make that every year, but at least every 2 years, like a band, people will die.
It's
You know why?
it's definitely
Because
fun.
most of the people who actually attend Legion Score, or maybe they're part of the cabal, they're like metalheads, right? A lot of them. That would be like awesome, dude. Awesome. Guns N' Roses, G-War. G-War actually, they were at SDCC. They were like they play actually at the SDCC on a show.
Guns N' Roses?
No.
War?
Yeah, War.
Oh, really?
They were there. Yeah.
That's
were there.
interesting. I wouldn't pick that on my
wild.
bingo
Oh my
card.
God, dude. Picture this. I was not how I found out, right? I was walking and I saw these two guys walking like with security guards, right? Dressing like War. And I was like, there's no way those guys are here. There's no way. And when they walk in front of me, they were like giving me the back, right? And one of the guys was with like this like tanga, right? Like with all the chicks out, like butt cheeks out, like but dropping like this. And I was like, definitely those are the guys, dude. and I was like, and then I followed them, and they were like taking pictures with people, and then they were like, yeah, we're gonna play tonight. And I'm like, oh my God. So one of the guys from Rom DMC, I meet him like in the streets, and I was like, oh my God. I think it's DMC. He's the one who collects action figures from Rom DMC.
Mhm.
And he was there, and I was like, hey, let's take a selfie. And I took a selfie with him. That was crazy too. But I'm gonna send you the pictures with War. That was hilarious.
Yeah, I would not expect
I don't
to see that.
have
at
a lot
San
of
Diego Comic-Con.
My
Jesse,
only
you
real
have
experience with
you have
Guar is
any experience with War?
Empire Records. I knew of them for some reason. Probably some kid in high school or something had a shirt or something. So it wasn't like a band I knew of much. But when I saw the movie Empire Records, the
Yeah.
kid Mark at one point is Mark's like eating a pot brownie or something. And like the band starts talking to him through the music video. He's like, "Hey, Mark, why don't you come join the band?" And
Yeah.
then they like the monster puppet thing they have on stage, like swallows him. He's like, "Too bad you gotta die." It just, I was like, "Oh my
I
gosh!"
don't, listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know how those guys. I mean, those guys are old. They're like our age or maybe older, right?
Man, I'm not that old. I mean,
I'm 50, dude. So
I mean, it depends. What do you
I'm
mean by
only
old?
46.
Yeah.
they're how old they are. Like, but walking with like all that stuff on it, that's insane, man. That's really, really wild.
Yeah, no, thank you.
It was hilarious, dude. It was
So
it
the
was
band
hilarious.
is 40 years old.
The band.
Oh yeah, so they got
It
to
says
be.
they formed in 84.
Okay.
Yeah,
80
so they got to be late 50s.
I was like
early
60s. I
60s.
was 9 years old.
Yeah, they're
In
up there.
84, 2 years after He-Man. That's old.
What the original lead singer passed away in 2014 at 50.
Mhm.
Okay.
All the information I'm seeing is when they joined the band. I'm not seeing.
Well,
Dates.
they weren't okay. So let's say they were like in their 20s, maybe at 80.
Yeah, so they got to
Terrence
be.
says, Terrence says, I'm old and they're older than me, but not as old as Trevor. So
Trevor is young. I think I'm the oldest one, right? Here.
I don't know. I mean, Trevor was around like when Caesar was alive. So I don't know.
God. not.
Yeah.
I think on screen. Yeah, I'm the youngest.
Yeah. Yeah. Jesse's a pup. So.
Jesse, you're like 40.
6. I just turned 46.
Oh, you're 46. You don't look
Yeah.
46, man.
Thank you.
I'm 48. So
I'm turning 50. in
Childhood
October.
trauma kept me young.
yeah. Trevor's older than you by a millennium. So
Terrence is 51. He
mhm.
looks young too.
Yeah.
So Carlos, I know we're past the 2-hour mark, but we've got a segment of the show that we've been doing this year. It's a very important.
I'm sorry.
It's a very important part of the show.
Hey, listen, I'm here. I'm having fun.
Okay. Well, this is good because this is really your time to shine. So there's a story. The story out there is that Jesse, our friend Jesse here, he's this guy. At one point, he went to a movie theater. Here are the details I can give you.
Okay.
He was seeing Fun with Dick and Jane. That was the movie, Jim Carrey movie.
Okay.
There was a couple few rows ahead of him. And the couple that had the girl had her parents there with her. And the guy knelt down and proposed to the girl before the movie starts. So this is before the previews. This is like the ads are rolling and that kind of thing. He proposed to her. Jesse booed the wedding proposal. Okay. So I could see the look on your face. It's the same look that I had and many others. Like, this is like Jesse would do something like this. So Jesse said he's done telling the story. And so now we've had our guests tell their version of how they think this story went down. So this is your time to tell us how and why Jesse booed this wedding proposal, and then what kind of impact you think that had on the couple. So here we go. Story time with Carlos.
Okay. Well, Jesse booed the proposal just because he actually met this couple a few days before. Yeah. So the problem was like they were at McDonald's, right? And Jesse was in front of them. He was asking for a Big Mac combo and maybe, I will say, if I'm not wrong, an ice cream. But the guy behind him, which is the guy from the couple, the guy who proposed, he didn't like the combination between like ice cream and the Big Mac combo. So he was like, oh man, he tell the girl, that guy suck. He doesn't know what he wants.
Wow.
And Jesse actually listened to that, right? He actually is a cool guy. So he's like, you know what? I'm going to ignore them. So he went, he ordered his stuff, and he sit down. So minutes ahead, the guy was eating with the girl pretty much next to him. And when they finished, because they finished first, he walked around Jesse and he just slammed the ice cream on the floor.
Oh, he knocked Jesse's ice cream on the floor? Wow.
So fast forward, Jesse saw the same couple going into the movie theater, right? And he's like, well, this is my time. I'm going to wait for the right moment. And what better moment than a proposal?
Gotcha. So
Right?
now, so was he booing for revenge, or was he booing because he knew that this is not a good guy and this girl should not end up with this guy?
He actually booed for revenge because the girl was also making fun of him.
Oh man, they're both bad.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah. They may disturb each other, so he actually booed for revenge.
Gotcha. Now, what kind of impact do you think it had on the couple? Like, do you think, is this like a story that they still tell their friends today, or did it break them up? Like, was this the final straw?
After what, like, whatever happened, we don't know yet if the girls say yes or no, right?
No, we don't.
So after that situation, security came, right?
Yeah.
And they actually, unfortunately, kicked Jesse out of the movie theater.
Did he tell him about the ice cream?
Yeah. No, I don't think so. I think they didn't believe him. So, I mean, it was there. So, and the actually security, they didn't know if that was real or not, right? They didn't know. So they kicked Jesse out of the movie theater, which he stays outside sitting right there on the sidewalk, sad because he actually missed the movie and he already paid for the ticket and everything. So he waited till the couple came out.
Oh. And then?
And then when he saw the couple was actually fighting.
Oh.
It was the kid fighting with the girl. The parents came in and the whole situation. So Jesse just stand up, start laughing, go to his car and left. So we don't know the impact, actually. I believe it was a bad one.
Well, there you go, folks. So that is another version of why and how Jesse booed a wedding proposal. Is that the correct version? We don't know. Is it the best version? We don't know. We're going to be doing this all the way through December, folks, and we will decide at the end of the year which story is the best Jesse booing a proposal story. So, Jesse, any initial thoughts on Carlos's version of the story?
I don't think if he likes me.
I feel like it's the second one where I was at least somewhat justified in my actions. I mean, I might have gone a little overboard with, waiting in the parking lot like a creep to laugh at them. But, at least I feel a little justified in that one. So
can I tell you my biggest problem with the story?
Which one?
I don't know that Jesse would order. I don't know that Jesse would order a Big Mac. And I know their special sauce is not mayonnaise, but it feels mayonnaise adjacent to where I don't think that Jesse would eat one. Am I correct in that, Jesse?
I have tried one just to try it, but if I get a Big Mac, I do not get it with the sauce.
Gotcha.
You get a bad reaction.
I just there's something about condiments on burgers I don't like.
There you go.
For the most part. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you're really smart if it's like a Big Mac or maybe a Burger King Whopper.
There's nothing smart about the food choices I make. Thank you, though. Thank you for trying.
Jesse says something fishy about this story. The ice cream machine never works at McDonald's. Yeah, I find it hard to believe that Jesse actually received his ice cream. He might have ordered one, but the fact that he received an ice cream sounds a little far-fetched.
Completely off topic, but ice cream. Did you ever see those, scrolling through Instagram or whatever? Sometimes you just find yourself in this loop of like stupid videos. The one where it's like two teenagers working in like an ice cream place, and they're like, "Oh, here's your cone." To like the person holding the camera, and they're like, "Oh, I didn't want vanilla," so they just grab the ice cream off the cone and turn around and chuck it at their coworker, and like splats into their head. That makes me happy. I do want to say one thing real quick, Carlos. It was in my thoughts, and you were talking about you have your full-time job, you teach martial arts, you've got your family, you do this hobby and stuff, and looking through between your Instagram and your Facebook page, I've often just been like, this guy's got like energy for days, or at least, just the drive to do all these things. And I can tell you're enjoying all of it. All the pictures I see with your family. And it's not the, fake Facebook and, everybody's just showing off the best part of their lives. Cause why would you show the other stuff? But like you genuinely, it's just really nice and impressive to see that of all the things you do, you can feel the love and appreciation you have for those things equally, across your social media. And I just think that's really cool, because scrolling through your Instagram, you said you're there for the people. It's not about the toys, and Legions Con and stuff. And you can see that in the pictures of you with the folks that you're taking like selfies with, or the group shots and everything. And it just, having spent some time with you and maybe being in some of those pictures, like I know what that energy feels like. So that's really cool.
Yeah. It's kind of like I said earlier, like you have a way of making people, when you talk to them, feel like they're the most important person in the world. And it's not phony. Like it's not it's not a phony feeling. It's like Carlos just is a really good person that likes people, so you're like, you can see the genuine enthusiasm when you talk to folks. So
no, yeah, I mean, it's so funny because the the cool part about that is like every time I have, or I'm with a group of people, just like people from maybe from dance, from my daughter's dance, or people from my daughter's school, or people from work, or my friends, they're always like, oh, I'm always like, hey, let's take a group picture. Let's take a group picture. And they're like, no, but let somebody else to take the picture. And I'm like, no, let's take a selfie. I like to take selfies, right?
mhm.
And they're always like, every time we're going to a party or whatever, like I think on last Friday, I was with my family, with my daughter's best friends from school. And there were like all the parents there with, I love them. I mean, they're like super, super cool people. And I was there and they were like, oh, let's take a picture, whatever. Don't worry, Carlos is going to take the picture for everybody, as he's going to share with everybody because he loves to take pictures. But
Mhm.
I genuinely like to kind of like share, I believe, the enjoyment like of life in every single aspect, either with my family, with my friends, or, and I always, man, I don't want to people to think on me like, oh, you're trying to I don't know if it's like a show off how happy you are or anything like that. But most of the time, what I try to show is how people are supposed to be. Like, I don't know, like how you need to focus your life, how you need to see yourself with your family and stuff like that. Because at the end of the day, my family, my friends are my happiness, right? And if every time I woke up, right, and I always thank to God for being alive, but I always try to be the best I can every single day, man. Like every single day. I know I'm not the perfect person, I'm not the perfect dad or whatever, but I always try to put my 100% in everything I do, man. Even if it's like taking the garbage out of the house, okay, let me do this in less time. Or I don't know, it's something with me. Maybe it's an OCD with everything that I have, and that's why people said like, how you have energy to do all the stuff. Like, because I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm an open book. My day by day is this: I woke up like maybe like at 6 a.m., something like that. Make breakfast for my family, get everything ready, take my daughter to school, go back to work, right? I work maybe like till 1 or something like that. I need to go back to pick up my daughter from school, go back home, give her food, make her get ready for dance, take my dog out, give her food also, take my daughter to dance, go back to the house, try to fix or do whatever I need to do for the house. Meanwhile, my daughter is at work, my wife is at work, and then go and teach jiu-jitsu at the studio. And then when I get out of the jiu-jitsu studio, I need to pick up my daughter at dance and go back to the house to start making dinner with my wife for the next day. So that's pretty much my day by day. So how I take the toy photography, in between that, like how I do the reviews, in between that, and how I have time for everybody, I don't know. I try to manage my time, but I enjoy my life, dude. Like, I'm blessed.
The part that I want to key in on there is the fact that you were saying that you go and teach jujitsu. Do your students know that Van made you tap? Is that something that?
Well, I kind of like give him a hint about it. I told him like, listen, there's a guy, like a red beard guy that always dress in purple, and he's been training me my whole life since I moved to the United States. So they know there's a guy that is like always trying to beat me up and stuff like that. So I didn't tell them yet because they will be really disappointed.
Mm.
And I'm trying to be like an inspiration for them.
Yeah,
So,
maybe you'll get him next time. I mean, you just got to try to be a little bit better each day, right? You
yeah,
know?
I think so. I think this year what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start eating more vegetables before Legions
Ooh.
come.
Yeah. Is that, you think that's the key?
I believe so. I think that may be the key. Eating more vegetables before Legions come.
Hmm.
Yeah. Maybe drink
Spinach,
some good
especially.
vodka before.
Oh, gotcha.
Maybe.
See, he does like the bourbon. So have you ever tried to maybe like take up maybe some of the stuff he does?
But the bourbon, the problem with the bourbon is I tried bourbon before and I like it. Don't
Yeah.
make me wrong, I like it, but the next day, man, the hangover is bad.
Yeah. But if you made him tap, you wouldn't worry that you feel bad the next day. You would still
At
be
all.
riding the high from getting him to tap.
At all. I'll be like this.
Yeah, exactly.
Totally. I will not care.
Very nice. Well, we appreciate you being on. Anything that you got coming up that you want to promote and anything that people should know about that you've got upcoming?
Well, I mean, just guys, try to follow From the Realm on Instagram. We have a project, a Kickstarter coming. We're still like debating on the Kickstarter coming this end of the year or next year because of the tariff situation. We have everything pretty much set it up. I mean, our sculptor is Eric Sosa, who works actually for Korobukiya and some projects at Disney. Such a great guy. He's part of the team. JP, Jorge, which is my brother, he's Thundercats Classics and Toy Addicts. He's the one in charge of all the concept for the project. I'm just the hype guy from the team.
You're a good hype man.
Man, I'm blessed. Yeah. I'm blessed to be with them and being part of this amazing project From the Realm. Also, if you want to follow me, I'm on Instagram, The Badass Reviews, and on YouTube, The Badass Reviews. And that's it. But you know what? Most importantly than me, follow these two guys right here. Go to their Instagrams, go to YouTube, subscribe to their channel because they're just awesome. It's not about me, it's about them and everybody else, guys.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. What other toy conventions you going to the rest of the year?
Well, I just fill up the stuff for New York Comic Con.
Very cool.
Crossing fingers that happened. I don't know if it's gonna happen. I mean, I'm just part of the lotto, so let's see if it goes through. But I'm more hype for Legions Con. I already got my room a long time ago. I mean, I'm gonna be there on Wednesday, I think. It's Wednesdays, yeah. But I need to hang out with everybody, and I need to have time to actually check everything. I believe I'm really excited because, listen, it may be like crazy, but I never play a role game in my life, a tabletop game. And they said they're going to do something like that. And they're going to show people how to play that. So I will be really, really hyped to do that. And I'm going to be around taking pictures, doing interviews and stuff like that, hugging people around, talking to people, fighting with Van.
Very nice.
Who knows?
Sounds like a full card. Yeah.
It's gonna be insane. And I hope to share again the table, like, you know, Steve actually Articulated Times, he always give like just a little corner there on his table just to show the prototypes for From the Realm. So he's been a super important part for us in the project. He's amazing. And again, guys, thank you so much for having me here.
Absolutely.
I really appreciate that. I love your show. I love you guys. You're great people. And I mean, I'm thankful.
We love you too.
You guys and for everything.
Yeah, for sure.
Right back at you.
Awesome. Yeah, so check him out. Instagram, YouTube, Badass Reviews, best smelling man in the community. You got to ask him personally for the secret, though. He's not gonna put it out there. He's not making posts about it. You got to personally ask the man, and he will give you the secret. So, Thank you for being on, Carlos. We appreciate you.
Thank you so much, guys.
We're gonna put you backstage. If you've got to run, we totally get it. If not, hang out, and we will be with you in just a minute. All right, thank you, sir.
Thanks, Carlos. Have a great night.
That's another awesome show, Jesse. I think
Yes,
we're doing
it
another one
was.
next week, right?
We sure are. Can't tell you who's on it, but we are. We do have.
I can
another
tell you
show.
who's on it. I know
Oh.
who we got. Yeah. So,
okay.
we have got a couple great guests because, it's always better with two, right? And it is the Purple Gang would like to enter the Jesse Booing the Proposal contest. And so we will have Van and Jordan in-house next week. Each one is going to provide a video of Jesse booing the wedding proposal. So we're going to see Van's version and Jordan's version of Jesse booing a wedding proposal, and we will see
Whose house are they coming to?
they are going to be in the house here shooting the shelf. We're going to be shooting those
In
shelves
your
up
house in Missouri.
with Purple Gang. I mean, there's two of them, so maybe one of them will show up here, one will show up with you. We'll see. But yeah, Purple Gang in the house next Sunday. So get ready, folks. It should be a wild ride.
House. Nice, Rob. Episode 67. We're on episode 160.
Yeah.
We can do episode 167 coming up in a couple weeks.
Yeah. All right. So it should be a fun time. We'll see those guys then.
All right. Well, looking forward to it next week. Purple Gang taking over the entire weekend. Curtis will be at Jolana coming up in September. And I'll be at the rinky-dink little Carlisle toy and collectible, whatever this thing is, Carlisle Cards and Collectible Show on August 30th here in Carlisle, PA. If anybody's local, come make me not have a boring day. And then, of course, Legion's Con. So, and make sure you've got 24 minutes to get your Horror of Einstemal orders in over on Store Horseman before that pre-order wraps up. So go check that out, and all the Kickstarters that are awesome that are out there ready to go.
What was the name of that wave?
I'm not saying it. I did it once.
Are you saying Horrors of I'm So Small?
No, I'm not.
And Horrors of You're So Small as well, Jesse? We're both so small?
No.
Horrors of Shooting the Shelf So Small?
No.
All right. Till next time, folks, keep shooting those shelves. Remember to send those receipts from IKEA to Jesse, and he will pay them for shooting the shelves.
No. No.